Hello everyone, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Let's go! Welcome to the fabulous Walt Disney World Resort here in Central Florida. Hey explorers, like I just said, John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Look behind me, it's Hollywood Blvd. You're looking at center stage and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We'll head up there in just a moment. In the meantime, of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios is open until 9 p.m. Eastern today. At that time, Fantasmic will premiere here at Disney's Hollywood Studios at 9 p.m. So stay tuned for that. Let me flip the camera. We'll check in with the guest entrance. Hold on just a moment. All right. So you should be looking towards the main entrance. It's about average attendance today here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Today is actually a good to go day, meaning annual pass holders did not have to actually make a Disney Park Pass reservation. Instead, John with Fun to Be Free just simply put the bat phone up to the touch point and was able to gain entry or access here to Disney's Hollywood Studios. So we're looking at, of course, the entrance. It's not a lot of people. I'd say average attendance. It was raining earlier today. Raining quite a bit, that is. Right now, it's actually lightly raining. It's not coming across on camera, but intermittent raindrops. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Well, let's check in with the chat while we're here approaching Hollywood Blvd. Sonic, welcome in, welcome back. Sonic says, Fantasmic. Isn't it fantastic? Those of you who have seen it before, John with Fun to Be Free makes the magic every single day. So we all need to give thanks to him by leaving a nice comment for him. But especially, he would appreciate very much if you smoosh those like and subscribe buttons. Well, thank you so much for that, Sonic. That's awesome. And because Sonic has said that, I will pop up the subscribe banner. And let's do it again. Fantasmic. Isn't it fantastic? Those of you who've seen it before, John with Fun to Be Free makes the magic every single day, so we all need to give thanks to him by leaving a nice comment for him. But especially, he would appreciate very much if you smoosh those like and subscribe buttons. Very well done, Sonic. You were doing your homework today, I think. Wow, very well done indeed. I'm glad you're here, Sonic. It's always fun when you're in the chat. Okay, let's keep rolling with the chats. I'm sure we have a lot. Captain Mickey Mouse, welcome in, welcome back. Captain Mickey Mouse says, did you get the hidden Mickey picture, John? Yeah, so Captain Mickey Mouse, John with Fun to Be Free, received your email, and it does look like a hidden Mickey over on Tiana's Bayou Adventure with the leaves. Thank you for that, Captain Mickey Mouse. If you'd like to explain further, please put more information in the chat. We could talk about it. Nice to have Captain Mickey Mouse back in the chat as well. Shadow Black Mustang, welcome in, welcome back. Shadow Black Mustang says, fourth like. Very cool, Shadow Black Mustang. I like it when you're here, dude. Oh, and Fast Pass Radio, welcome in, welcome back. I did not pre-read Fast Pass Radio's statement, his chat, but I'll pop up the subscribe banner because I think I know where he's going with this. But Fast Pass Radio says, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Join John at Disney's Hollywood Studios for Fantasmic, a dazzling showdown of Disney magic fireworks and your favorite characters. Very well done, Fast Pass Radio. Again, Fast Pass Radio says, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Join John at Disney's Hollywood Studios for Fantasmic, a dazzling showdown of Disney magic fireworks and your favorite characters. Awesome, very well done. It's always nice to have you in the chat as always, Fast Pass Radio, and yet again, out the gate, you're on fire. Lamons Gray, welcome in, welcome back. Lamons Gray says, hi John, have fun to be free. Well, hello there, Lamons Gray. Always nice to have Lamons Gray in the chat as well. But let's do this. We need to check in with another piece of business, if you will. Let me take out the bat phone. Hold on just a second here. One moment. I have the bat phone in my hand. Hello there. We're going to enable the wireless feature so I could send the bat phone screen over to your device at home. Hold on just a moment. Be right with you. We'll come back to the chat in just a few moments, but in the meantime, we're on Sunset Boulevard. Is Tony O Tower in the chat? Paging Tony O Tower. The Tower of Terror is looming ominously off in the distance. All right, so the bat phone was in my pocket. But over on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a YouTube channel. This time it's Scary Mary TV. So shout out to Scary Mary TV. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes this video, once it's over, go check out Scary Mary TV. I actually left a link in the description box below. You can navigate over to Scary Mary TV. Neri and Benny do a good job on their videos. Their most recent video is Going Bananas over Disney's Animal Kingdom Gorilla Falls Jungle Trek. So that's the latest one, just posted 1 day ago. And the other one is Challenge at Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, Garden Grays. I like turtles. You should check that out, just because I said that. You'll see what I'm talking about. I about spit out my complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water when I heard I like turtles on Challenge at Epcot Flower and Garden Festival, Garden Grays video. But again, shout out to Scary Mary TV. Support, of course, your local content creator, and give them a like and subscribe after John with Fun to Be Free's video is over. Let me take this graphic off the screen. Hold on just a moment. I'm going to disable the wireless feature on the bat phone. Give me a second. As always, I'll be right with you. And today's video topic, of course, you're joining us today for Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios Fantasmic show. Disney World? That's right. Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios Fantasmic show, Disney World. So again, if you're just joining us, we're here for Fantasmic at 9 o'clock here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And it will premiere over in the Hollywood Hills. Give me just a moment. I'm putting the bat phone in my pocket, my cargo shorts pocket, and I'm actually zipping it up and zipping it good. We'll come back to the chat in a moment. But the Hollywood Hills, it's actually located, the entrance, just over to the right-hand side here. So stay tuned for Fantasmic. Hello there, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. We're live on YouTube right now. And there's actually a billboard. Disney presents Fantasmic, starring Mickey Mouse. So I'll pause here for just a moment. And I'll slowly pan the camera towards the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Hey, I think that would be a great idea. Well, Tony O Tower, wouldn't you agree if we went and checked in? Or maybe we could drop in, if you will, Tony O Tower. So stay tuned for that. We'll head over to the Hollywood Tower Hotel right now. But let's get back to the chat, because I keep saying, we got to check in with the chat again. But Sonic's back in the chat. Sonic says, this hedgehog has been grocery shopping using Walmart online, and depending on availability, he'll be enjoying some nice roasted seaweed, but also some nice cherry-flavored yogurt. I also got some other stuff, but I won't list them here since it will only make John's stomach gurgle. That would not be good YouTube content, LOL. I guess so, Sonic. Thank you for sharing. Standby entrance wait time of 30 minutes. For the Tower of Terror. So let's join the queue. It's starting to rain a little bit more. I'm not that concerned. It's not that bad. It's not raining that bad. I got to always shield the primary camera from the raindrops. The raindrops are smaller in nature right now and less frequent, if you will. But Chris is back. Welcome in. Welcome back. Chris says, hi, everybody. I can't wait to see one of my favorite shows, Fantasmic. Awesome, Chris. Thank you for being here. Oh, and Florida Mark, welcome in, welcome back. Florida Mark says, hello, John, Frankie, and chat. Florida Mark, you're too kind to say hi to Frankie boy. Hello there. Nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now.
What in the world is that?
This is Frankenstein, Mark 6. We're live on YouTube right now. YouTube? Oh, you live in 1939.
We don't talk about that.
But Florida Mark, yeah. So real quick, for everybody that's new to the channel, John with Fun to Be Free calls his camera rig Frankenstein Mark 6. So Florida Mark was saying, hello, John, Frankie, and chat. Well, hello there, Florida Mark. Thank you for joining us today. And Scary Mary TV, welcome in. Welcome back. Scary Mary TV says, yay, hi everyone. I'm so happy it's John with Fun to Be Free. It's going to be a great stream. It certainly will be. That's for certain. Scary Mary TV. It's always nice having the chat as well. Chris says this is going to be super exciting. It sure is going to be, Chris. Hold on, the chat's still rolling. The chat's still jumping. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. I gotta locate my place in the chat here. Lots of chats going on. Hold on a second. I'm scrolling back in time right now. I'm trying to find the flux capacitor. Hold on a second. Give me a moment. You guys are frantically chatting away. Oh, Ryan Wesley, welcome in, welcome back. Ryan Wesley says, is this 4K? As it turns out, Ryan Wesley, this is 1080p. Is it coming in clear as a bell? Or as John Candy would say in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, clear as a bell. Sonic says, Mickey is full of surprises in Fantasmic, and I'm thinking that his Fantasmic show came from the word Fantasia back in the 2000s. And now I will pull a fast one on you, John, since I will say, where's it going? Since we'll say what? That I will be giving an all call. I'll be counting down from the number 3 to the number 1, and when we get to the number 1, I want all of you to tap the like button so you haven't already done so, okay? And then I think Sonic says, John, take it away from here since this paragraph is getting rather long with 490 characters. I'll finish with this. I'm your third like. Sonic. It goes on and on. I love it. And of course, there's so many characters in there. There's other chats in between Sonic's chats, so I had to go locate them and find them. So John with Fun to Be Free will oblige. Good job, Sonic. So bottom line, Sonic is saying Mickey is full of surprises in Fantasmic, and I'm thinking that his Fantasmic show came from the word Fantasia back in the 2000s, and I will pull a fast one in, John. Real quick, Sonic, 1992 was the premiere of Fantasmic at Disneyland. So just for a quick reference there. And then it came to the counterpart here at Disney's MGM Studios later. But yeah, Sonic's saying that I will be given an all call, and I'll be counting down from the number 3 to the number 1, and when we get to the number 1, I want all of you to tap the like button if you haven't already done so. Okay, so we're gonna do an all call because Sonic is saying so. John with Fun to Be Free, calling all explorers. We're gonna start with number 3, we're gonna end with the number 1. Once we get to the number 1, I need everybody to smash that like button, so here we go. In 3, 2, 1, smash the like button, do it now. Not unless, of course, you haven't done so. Thank you, Sonic, for that. And remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And Sonic also says, John, take it away from here since this paragraph is getting rather long with 490 characters. I will finish this. I'm your third like. Awesome, Sonic. And as I always say, how come you weren't the first like, Sonic? I love it. Thanks for being here. You're so much fun, Sonic. Ryan Wesley says, Frankie must have been getting into that magic sauce. Yeah, I guess so, Ryan Wesley. You're saying that we're coming in loud and clear on the video quality, streaming in 1080p today, crystal clear, Ryan Wesley? Again, Ryan Wesley saying, Frankie must have been getting into that magic sauce. And magic is spelled M-A-J-I-C. Very reminiscent of Magic Adventures. Shout out to Magic Adventures on YouTube. Once John with Fun to Be Free's actual video. This live stream concludes. Go check out Magic Adventures, M-A-J-I-C on YouTube, and of course support your local live streamer, and I left a link in the description box below for Magic Adventures as well. Thank you, Ryan Wesley. Yeah, Frankie got into the magic sauce because it's coming in loud and clear. Chris says, hey, has anyone seen Disney cast crew member Monique? She should be here for Fantasmic. You're right, Chris. Where is she? Paging Disney cast crew member Monique. Randy says, great evening, everyone. Well, nice to have Randy back. Welcome and welcome back, Randy. I hope you're excited for Fantasmic today, or I should say this evening at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And Neo G, I believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Neo G. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. However, today was a little bit different. It was raining today. It was actually pouring today at 2 o'clock. So we decided to come out, you know, this evening, if you will, for Fantasmic. But welcome to the channel, Neo G. Neo G says, first time in this channel, love the enthusiasm of the host. All right, Neo G, thank you so much. I think you're going to really fit in with our chat family very well here. Thank you for joining us. Randy says, great evening, John and Frank. Well, hello there, Randy. And real quick, Neo G, I call my camera rig Frankenstein Mark 6 that you're viewing on right now. Give me just a moment. I need to make some technical adjustments, including checking the battery levels, ensuring it's charging. You heard a click there. And Captain Mickey Mouse says, John, do you remember to get those pictures I sent you yesterday to show the great hidden Mickey? I didn't, well, how should I say this, Captain Mickey Mouse? John with Fun to Be Free has a very limited time sometimes, and as it turns out, even though I had a little bit, extra hours, those extra hours were put into other back channels, if you will. In other words, there's a lot of stuff in the background going on that I use the extra time to invest into Fun to Be Free in the background, Captain Mickey Mouse. But I did not have a moment to actually convert those photos. It's a process, but thank you for sending them over, Captain Mickey Mouse. Randy says, welcome in, Neo. Oh, and Marianne Moo, welcome in, welcome back. Says, hello, everyone. Welcome at Neo G. Randy says, you won't be disappointed, Neo. This is the bestest channel on YouTube. Well, I said we're live on YouTube right now. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Where are you guys from?
Ohio.
Ohio. Do you go over
I live here now.
Oh, you live. Oh, same here.
Yeah.
I used to work at Disneyland. Used to live out there, and now I live here. So very similar story.
I work here at this time.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for making the magic.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Nice to see you.
What's your YouTube?
Oh, here, one moment. Let me grab my phone.
Just pull it up.
Let me grab it. It's just in my pocket here. Where do you make magic?
Toy Story Mania.
Oh, you do?
Yep. We
Okay.
just came from there.
So you literally clocked out?
No, we just went over there to ride.
Okay, I see. Oh, I
Good
see.
to subscribe.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome.
Thank you for making the magic.
Absolutely, dude. I love to. Love it here.
Same here. Captain Mickey Mouse says you want to show it off so people know where it's located. That's right, Captain Mickey Mouse. I just need time. Like I said before, Captain Mickey Mouse, it takes a lot of effort, a lot of time to convert it, to get it over into my streaming app. So it's not as simple as just copying and pasting. It's very, very time consuming to do it. But yeah, I have to do that, Captain Mickey Mouse. Thank you for sending it over. Harrington's Love Disney. Harrington's Love Disney. Welcome in, welcome back. Harrington's Love Disney says, hey everyone. Well, hello there, Harrington's Love Disney. We're currently in the Tower of Terror queue, so stay tuned for this world-class attraction. And Corey Louie, welcome in, welcome back. It's always nice to have Corey Louie back with us. Corey Louie says, hello, John and friends. Happy Monday. Awesome, Corey Louie. I love it. I love your attitude, because a lot of people may have the case of the moon days, Corey Louie, but I'm glad you're here, Corey. Captain Mickey Mouse says, yeah, John, I looked back at yesterday's stream to find it, if you're wondering. Okay, thanks, Captain Mickey Mouse. Randy says, welcome back, Harrington. Captain Mickey Mouse says, he's with park hoppers. Who's with park hoppers, Captain Mickey Mouse? I'm confused. Who's with park hoppers? The live streamers, park hoppers on YouTube? Randy says, welcome back, Corey. Randy says, hello, regulars. That's a very, very short and sweet and to the point, I guess, Randy. Shadow Black Mustang says, wow, it looks like a nice evening at the studios. Tower of Terror is 55 minutes. Oh, did it go up in time? So we were over there, at the Sunset Blvd. It said 30 minutes. So hopefully it didn't, jump up on it, Shadow Black Mustang. But thanks for the update. Captain Mickey Mouse says, have fun to be free. You should know off the hidden Mickey picture I sent you. It would be neat to show people that weren't in the stream yesterday. It sure would, Captain Mickey Mouse. But like I said, it's a process. It is not as simple as, oh, hello there. We're live on YouTube right now. It's a process, Captain Mickey Mouse. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. Hold on. Let me go around the stanchion, around the horn here, just a moment here. And we're trying to catch up with the chat. Where are we in the chat? Sonic says, John, the bad weather is over Fort Lauderdale, Miami area. Oh, Randy. Okay, thanks for the update, Sonic. Randy says, isn't she a Butte Clark? That's right, Randy. I like it when you're here, Randy. That's awesome. Tiffany says, live streamers. Yeah, so there's live streamers like park hoppers in the park here, besides John with Fun to Be Free. Sonic says, Hollywood Bubbles. Timothy says, hi. Hello there, Timothy. And Yuri Nader. Did you update your handle, Yuri Nader, from Nader to Yuri Nader, possibly? If so, welcome in, welcome back, Yuri Nader. Says, hi there, pals. Well, hello there, Yuri Nader. And that's Y-U-R-I, Nader, N-A-T-E-R. Says, hi there, pals. Well, hello there, Yuri Nader. Randy says, welcome back, Timothy. Randy says, hey, welcome, Yuri. Yuri Nader says, hi, Randy. And Sonic says, drop into the Tower of Terror with the elevator drop. LOL. Bingo, bingo. Nailed it, Sonic. Yuri Nader says, I've been watching for some weeks and I never subscribed. Just did. Well, thank you, Yuri Nader. Well, thank you so much. So, be like Yuri Nader. Be like Yuri Nader. Like, comment, and subscribe. Of course, Yuri Nader, you've seen how much fun the chat family is here on Fun to Be Free. Thank you for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And you're about to experience the Tower of Terror, Yuri Nader. Randy says, he got you, John. What's YouTube? Yeah, I guess so. The cast member over at the, the Marquee. So he lives in 1939, if you will. The golden age of Hollywood, Randy. He's time traveled, if you will. Fast West Radio back in the chat. Oh, I think I know where Fast West Radio is going at this. So I'll start the subscribe banner over, if you will, because I didn't know if it was going to come off the screen. Hold on a second. Let me make some technical adjustments. I'll be right with you. But Fast Pass Radio says Timmy O'Tower is going to miss his favorite ride, the Tower of Terror. Don't miss the thrills as John takes on Fantasmic at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Awesome, Fast Pass Radio. Very well done. Nailed it. Fast Pass Radio says Timmy O'Tower is going to miss his favorite ride, the Tower of Terror. Don't miss the thrills as John takes on Fantasmic at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John. Awesome. Very well done, Fast West Radio. And you can clearly see we're in the golden age of Hollywood. Essentially, during the 1930s. Sonic says, I am sure you would want some pistachios, John. I brought 2 bags. Oh yeah, Sonic, I would love some pistachios. Like in The Naked Gun, where, they're eating in the car the pistachios and they have the red colored lips from the pistachios. Yeah, exactly, Sonic. Jacob Herring, welcome in, welcome back. Jacob Herring says, what time is Fantasmic? 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. Oh, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. I have my phone here. I have a QR code on it. Do you have your phone with you? Where are you from?
Del Rio, Texas, a little border town.
Oh, welcome. Do you come often?
Yes.
Are you Disney Vacation Club?
You know it.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Well, yeah. So you're professionals. You know what you're doing.
No autographs, so.
Oh, no, very well done.
If some haven't heard, I'd be
Yeah, okay.
I gotta train one of the kids.
Yeah.
We had plenty.
Enjoy your stay. Take care. Nice meeting you. Be sure to drop in. Hello there. Just one, please.
To the left, please.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Paging Tony O'Tower, where are you? Okay, so stay tuned for the pre-show here at the Tower of Terror. Let's get through as many chats. What time is Fantasmic? We got that 9 o'clock Eastern. Jake Herring, stay tuned for Fantasmic. Sonic says 9 p.m. Okay, thanks, Sonic. And he says, awesome. Thank you, Yuri. This is the bestest YouTube channel. Thank you, Randy. Randy says, welcome in, Jacob. And fast. Oh, no. Are we getting a weak reception? Not quite certain what just happened there. I think we're back online, though. Brief cellular data interruptions. Fast Radio says, welcome in, welcome back. And he says, hello. Well, p.m. tonight. Marion Move says, welcome to the family there at Urinator. Randy says, sup, Fast Pass. Oh. Looks like we have some cellular interruptions here. Some poor cellular data in the area. But I think we're back online. I think we're all set. No, it's ongoing. Hold on a second. Randy says, sup, Fast Pass. I was dining or doing some work, and it was on the channel the other day. Great music.
The library doors in front of you will be opening. Please stand back from the doors as they will be opening toward you. Thank you.
Okay, we'll come back to the chat, hopefully on the other side, or the flip side of the pre-show, here from the Tower of Terror. Stay tuned.
Unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension,
A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. Hollywood, 1939. Amid the glitz and the glitter of a bustling young movie town at the height of its golden age, the Hollywood Tower Hotel was a star in its own right, a beacon for the show business elite. Now, something is about to happen that will change all that. The time is now, on an evening very much like the one we have just witnessed. Tonight's story of the Twilight Zone is somewhat unique and calls for a different kind of introduction. This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator, still in operation, waiting for you. We invite you, if you dare, to step aboard because in tonight's episode, you are the star. And this elevator travels directly to the Twilight Zone.
Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. Bum bum bum. Ba-da-da-da. Again, Randy's saying, "Sup, Fast Pass. I was doing some work, and I was on your channel the other day. Great music." Randy also says, "Welcome back, B." Randy says, "Hola, Mary." Florida Mark says, "Hit the thumbs up." So why don't we do that? Let's get the subscribe banner rolling because Florida Mark said, "Hit the thumbs up." So remember to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you, Florida Mark. Shadow Black Mustang says, "Brave man, this ride with this camera setup. This ride gets you off your seat." Yeah, we just have to buckle in Frankenstein Mark 6 in his little safety seat. His child restraint, if you will. Shadow Black Mustang, and then Frankie Boy will be safe, all buckled in. Yuri Nader back in the chat says, "Hi, I'm Mary on the Move." Thank you. Sonic says, 1992. All right, the starting of my Sonic fandom. Le Mans Gray says, "Hello, Randy." Randy says, "What's up, Le Mans?" Sonic says, "Yeah, John, in between 8 and 9 p.m., I'll be the time slot for my delivery, so I might be here and I might not, but I will still have to have the stream on." Okay, thanks for the update, Sonic. We should still be online. Sonic says, "Hey, at Neo G." Shadow Black Mustang says, "At Neo G, there's a drink in here in the parks called Beverly. That is where John's enthusiasm comes from." Oh, Shadow Black Mustang. Oh, boy. I think we just experienced another bit of weak reception, some cellular data dropouts. The carrier data, if you will, is not that great inside the Tower of Terror, apparently. But we're still getting the signal out. I think we're back online now. But again, Shadow Black Mustang says, "At Neo, there's a drink here in the parks called Beverly. That is where John's enthusiasm comes from." Oh, Shadow Black Mustang. John, with Fun to Be Free, will simply say, "I don't think I'll be drinking the Beverly again." But yeah, they love razzing John with Fun to Be Free about the Beverly drink over at Epcot at Club Cool. At Neo. Fast Pass Radio says, "Hello at Mary on the Move." Le Mans Gray says, "Hi at Fast Pass Radio." Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now.
Oh, how fun.
Where are you from?
Arkansas.
Oh, Arkansas. Do you guys get over here to the Walt Disney World Resort often?
This is our first time.
Oh! Do you ever watch YouTube for like pro tips?
Yes. Yes.
Have you found my channel?
Have we found his channel?
I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Do you have your phone with you by any chance?
Wrong one.
That's all right. That's me right there. We're doing Fantasmic tonight.
Nice.
Are you guys staying for Fantasmic?
Yeah.
Oh, I would highly recommend you do.
Okay, perfect.
It's an awesome show. Very nice.
That's super cool, huh?
Okay, let's get back to the chat though. I think we got Le Mans Gray says, "Hi at Fast Pass Radio." What I should do though, now I'm thinking about it more. Let me take my sunglasses off my shirt. I'm gonna put it in my cargo shorts pockets. Hold on a second. I'm gonna secure all cargo. and I'm attempting to zip the zipper. On my cargo shorts pockets, I actually have a zipper, and I'm zipping it up now. Hold on a second. I think we're all set though. Making sure everything's good to go here. Just up ahead, you can see the load area here for the tower chair. But Sonic says shadow. Neil Beverly then? LOL. Randy says the dynamic duo is on a new time for today. Way to throw off the Joker and Riddler. Oh, I see what you're saying, Randy. But Randy probably already knows why we're broadcasting live starting at 6 today. Because it was pouring earlier today, Randy. Literally pouring here in Central Florida. Or at least in my area, that is. Every time I looked out the window, it was raining hard, Randy. But again, Randy's saying the dynamic duo is on a new time for today. Way to throw off the Joker and Riddler. Awesome, Randy. Thank you for being here. I love it. Oh, and Magical Mike, welcome in, welcome back. Magical Mike from Magic Adventures says, hello, John. Glad to see you have an easy day. Every day is an easy day with Fun to Be Free, Magical Mike. It's just nice that you're joining us live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. And of course, don't forget to head over to Magic Adventures. Magic Adventures is spelled M-A-J-I-C. That's M-A-J-I-C. Magic Adventures also does live streaming videos from the Walt Disney World Resort. And I actually left a link in the description box below. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to Magic Adventures. And of course, give a like and subscribe to Magic Adventures and support your local live streamer. Florida Mark says nothing like a Beverly. I guess you could say that, Florida Mark. John with Fun to Be Free would interpret it as not the greatest drink. You know, palate cleanser, that is. Hold on, where are we in the chat? It just jumped. Where are we? I'm looking. Where are we in the chat? Moving on. Trying to find it. Oh, Randy says, hey, Mike. Sonic says, Tony is with Park Hoppers. Oh, Tonio Tower literally is with Park Hoppers? Sonic? How cool is that? Thank you for the update there. Magic Mike says, hello, at Mary. Randy says, I'm going to imagine Tony since you looking for him. Fast Pass Radio says, hello, at Le Mans Gray. Hold on one moment. Hello there. We're just one, please.
Just one. Can I have you in row number 2, please?
Well, thank you so much. We're live on YouTube right now. So we just got row number 2. And you're looking at the service elevator now. And let's get back to the chat. Fastest Radio says, hello at Le Mans Gray. Captain Mickey Mouse says, have fun to be free. Tonio Tower is with Eric and Monica, the Park Hoppers. Very cool. Isn't that cool? Tonio Tower with hello. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. I'm live on YouTube right now. Yeah.
What's that channel? I'll subscribe
here
right now.
I have my QR code here.
Oh, bad plug. I gotta start keeping my QR code handy. Bam.
Where are you guys from?
Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Potato Land, are you in the chat? We got people from Wisconsin. Janesville is where Potato Land's from, near Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, nice. We're from Kenosha.
Okay, well, thank you. Well, welcome. Enjoy your stay. Is this your first time here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's fun, huh? Have you been on this before?
Right, left, right, left,
Oh.
right. I will call everyone row by row, so please stand your number until I call you. And lastly, most importantly, please hold on to anything or anyone you wish to be with.
To our valued guests, for your safety once on board, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the elevator at all times. And do take special care to supervise your children. Thank you. Estimados huéspedes.
Row number 6. Oh, you sure? Wonderful. My friends in row number 2, follow them. You're going to the first row on the left-hand side. And my friends who are here, you're going to the first row on the right-hand side. Just follow right-hand side.
Do-do-do-do. So we have row number 2, or the front row, if you will. Slowly turning the camera. Hold on a second. I have to locate my seatbelt. From left to right, that is. There's a satisfying click now.
Wonderful. My friends in the back row, everyone hold the OC strawberry, please. safety strap, my friend in the corner. Go ahead, pull on the yellow safety strap. My friends in the middle, go ahead, pull on the yellow safety strap, please. Wonderful. My friends over here, go ahead, pull. Perfect. Now my friends in the first row, go ahead, pull on the yellow safety strap, right?
Pulling.
Wonderful. Go ahead, pull on the yellow safety strap. Perfect. Wonderful. Now everyone, hands up, right? Please, everyone, hands up, all the way up. Hands up, my friends. Hands up, hands up. Wonderful practice.
Wonderful. Do 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 do.
You are the passengers on a most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode of The Twilight Zone. One stormy night long ago, 5 people stepped through the door of an elevator into a nightmare. This time, it's opening for you. Discover what lies beyond the fifth dimension, beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror. Something you won't find in any guidebook. The next time you check into a deserted hotel on the dark side of Hollywood, make sure you know just what kind of vacancy you're filling, or you may find yourself a permanent resident.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back. We had that bag.
You got everything?
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on, we can't. We gotta wait for all the people. Let them. Thank you.
All right, we're disembarking. Hello there, nice to see you. Oh, here we go, Randy. Lightspeed indoor.
No.
believe we just experienced some cellular data dropout or some weak reception, but I think we're back online now. We're slowly going to turn the camera and pan up. Antonio Tower's missing all this. He's over with the park hoppers. What an amazing attraction, huh, Shadow Black Mustang? Yet again, old Frankie boy survived in his car seat, if you will. Safe and sound. Well, let's get back to the chat. Magical Mike says, hello at Fast Fast Radio. Randy says, trying to save your chat so it stays in the same zip code. Yeah, thanks, Randy, because I'm already seeing chat pause. 92 new messages. Thank you, Randy. Fast Fast Radio says, hello at Magical Mike. Mary Keeney, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Mary Keeney. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 o'clock from the Walt Disney World Resort. Mary Keeney. Mary Keeney says, my husband is right behind you. Oh, really? So Mary's husband was in the queue right behind John with Fun to Be Free and my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6. Nice to meet you, Mary. Welcome to the channel. Randy says, yes, flooding in the area here today. Oh boy, Randy. So the Randy's area got a lot of rain too, I think. Shadow Black Mustang says, no fat fingers on a cell phone. 55 should have been a 30. Got it, Shadow Black Mustang. I see what you're saying. Now, we can get an updated look as I'm here. We're talking about it. Yeah, it's still 30. Let me slowly pan the camera. Hello there, we're live on YouTube right now. So 30 minutes, Shadow Black Mustang. Still 30 minutes for the Hollywood Tower Hotel. All right, we're slowly going to come back down the ground level. And I'm checking the time. So it's 6:43 p.m. Eastern. And we have a 9 o'clock showing for Fantasmic tonight in the Hollywood Hills here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, hello there. We should check in with a construction update, because my assumption is Captain Mickey Mouse would like to see a construction update of the Sunset Showcase, where of course the new villain show is going to be premiering here in the, very soon, that is. Hello there, nice to see you. Randy says, welcome in, Mary Keeney. Geo the Duck, welcome in, welcome back. Geo the Duck says hi, hand waving with the duck. As always, love it. Geo the Duck is from the United Kingdom. Hello there. Randy says, welcome back, Geo. Magical Mike says, hello at Shadow Black Mustang. Randy says, he has the oh, hold on, where did the chat go? The chat just jumped. Where are we in the chat? Chat rolled. Where is it? Randy says he has the DeLorean, but isn't telling anyone he went back to 1928. Yeah, I guess so, Randy. Talking about the cast member there from, of course, the Tower of Terror. Nailed it, Randy. Magical Mike says, hello at NTB. Randy says, what's shaking, Shadow? Sonic says, hi at Mary Keeney. Justin Shredder, I do believe is a new subscriber as well. Well, hello there, Justin Shredder. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Justin Shredder. Justin Shredder says, say hi to my son. He's behind you. Oh, really? So we're trying to catch up with the chat. So we have another new subscriber over from the queue from Tower of Terror. Welcome to the channel, Justin Shredder. Again, says, say hi to my son. He's behind you. Randy says, what's your son's name, Justin? Sonic says, red colored lips, lots of LOL. Justin Shredder says, Caden. So Caden is Justin Shredder's son. Oh, and Captain Mickey Mouse, here is the Sunset Showcase, the tongue twister. I don't see any visible progress as always, Captain Mickey Mouse. So not much going on here, but I'm sure a lot going on the interior. Randy says, hey, Jaden. Oh, wait, it just jumped. Where are we in the chat? Randy says, hey, Jaden, welcome to the Fun to Be Free stream. Sonic says, be sure to elevator drop in. LOL, nailed it. Nailed it. Randy says, sorry, Caden. Real quick, let's check in with the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith here on Sunset Boulevard. Let's see what the wait time is, the standby wait time that is. So it looks like the standby entrance wait time is 55 minutes. So 55 minutes overhead in the red LEDs there. So good chunk of time for the Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith right now. Sonic says, oh wait, hold on. The next chat is Jesse Maniti. Well, welcome in and welcome back. Jesse Maniti says, awesome streaming once again, love the rides. Well, thank you for being here, Jesse Maniti. Thank you. Justin Shredder says he has the Star Wars glowing bucket right there. LOL. Oh, you probably saw it because it was emitting, of course, all the Death Star, you know, goodness. It looks like fiber optics, if you will, in the dim light on the interior of the load area on the Tower of Terror. Randy says, welcome back, Jesse. Shadow Black Mustang says, at Magic Mike. Zeep180, oh, welcome in, welcome back, Zeep180. The chat's still rolling, still jumping. Every time I unpause it, it jumps into the next zip code, as Randy would say. I'm trying to find where we are in the chat. Hold on a second. Zeep180 says, will John become a permanent guest at the Tower Hotel? Oh, how cool would that be, a permanent guest? I could just write it over and over again. I'm glad you're back in the chat, Zeep180. Again, Zeep180 says, will John become a permanent guest at the Tower Hotel? Randy says, hey, Zeep. I love it. Debbie Diaz, welcome in, welcome back. Debbie Diaz joining us for 2 days in a row. Debbie Diaz says, hello, I am brand new to this YouTube channel and just subscribed just now. Debbie Diaz, I thought you were here yesterday. Debbie Diaz again saying, everyone, I am a new subscriber. Well, welcome to the channel. Do we have another Debbie Diaz? Because yesterday at Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, that is. Didn't Debbie Diaz jump in the chat yesterday? But welcome to the channel, Debbie Diaz. If just in case your handle is very similar to another handle that we had yesterday that subscribed. But
Excuse me.
But again, Debbie Diaz is saying, everyone, I am a new subscriber. Oh, welcome to the channel, Debbie Diaz. Sonic says the call dropouts is due to all the elevator drops. LOL. Well, hello there. Nice to see you.
What's up, man? What's your handle?
Oh, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Fun to Be Free.
I've heard of you, never seen you.
Oh, have you been viewing?
No, I've never actually seen you, but I've definitely heard of you. But said John,
Fun to Be Free. It's just, if you do the @ sign, it's at Fun to Be Free. Yeah, we are live every day. Take care. Enjoy your stay. We're on Sunset Boulevard. Again, Sonic saying that cell dropouts is due to all the elevator drops. LOL. I get, possibly, Sonic. Possibly. But he's saying LOL, so he's laughing at his joke. But again, we're on Sunset Boulevard. I'm just, you know, hovering around the area. It's a gorgeous day right now. It's not raining. The humidity was a little on the, you know, higher side earlier, but it's very comfortable right now. It's, the temperature is very nice. The breeze is very nice. But Randy says, welcome back, Debbie D. Debbie Diaz says, thanks, Randy. Mary in the Move says, welcome back at Debbie Diaz. Florida Mark says, hello at Debbie Diaz. Debbie Diaz says, thank you. Debbie Diaz says, hi, Florida Mark. Oh, does Debbie Diaz know Florida Mark? Sonic says, hi at Debbie Diaz. Fastest Radio back in the chat says, at Randy, thanks, man. I'm currently working on the station. Polls coming soon. Stay tuned. Awesome, Fastest Radio. So, shout out to Fast Radio. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to fastpassradio.com and you can actually listen to free, complimentary background music from the Disney park. So head over to fastpassradio.com once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes. Debbie Diaz says, Sonic, hi. Sonic says, how are you? Debbie Diaz says, good. Debbie Diaz says, how are you? Urinator back in the chat. Urinator says, that introduction by Rod Sterling was so cool. When I was a kid, we visited Los Angeles and I saw his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Oh, very cool, Urinator. So you're a big fan of old Hollywood, if you will. That's very neat, Urinator. You really found your Fun to Be Free chat family here, Urinator. Sonic says, it was pouring Beverly in Central Florida at 2 p.m. If you insist, Sonic. I'd say it was pouring rain. But where's the LOL, Sonic? Sonic says, good, thanks, Debbie D. Zeep180 says, hi, Randy. Randy says, awesome, keep up the great work, Fast Pass. I agree, Randy. Sonic says, hi, at Urinator. Urinator says, how are you? And the chat is rolling, still jumping. Where are we in the chat? Urinator says, hi, at Sonic. Florida Mark says, yeah, it was raining cats and slinky dogs. Nailed it, Florida Mark. Raining cats and slinky dogs. Urinator, hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Urinator says, how are you? Sonic says, how goes it? Good, thanks. Debbie Diaz says, you're welcome. Sonic. Oh, I think I know where Randy's going with this. I'm not going to step on this one. Here we go. I popped up the subscribe banner. Randy's saying, John and Frank, stay on top chat like a midget. at a urinal, always on their toes. For those who haven't yet, please show your support by subscribing, smashing that like, and ringing the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the magic. John's here every day at 2 o'clock like clockwork with caffeine. Excuse me. John with Fun to Be Free's voice is still a little hoarse, a little raspy, but I'm doing fine, Randy. I feel great today. But again, ready to say, John and Frank, stay on top chat like a midget at a urinal, always on their toes. For those who haven't yet, please show your support by subscribing, smashing the like, and ringing the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the magic. John's here every day at 2 like clockwork with caffeine. Or Randy, it's like Uncle Buck with John Candy when he's at the urinal. Nailed it, Randy. Awesome. Urinator says, great. I'm in for the night, and I have the YouTube. Awesome, Urinator. Debbie Diaz says, who love Walt Disney World? My camera rig, Frankenstein Mark 6, and John with Fun to Be Free, Debbie Diaz. I suspicion you like a little bit of it too. This is so cool that you're here, Debbie Diaz. Sonic says, Tony is not literally with Park Hopper in real life, John. Oh, I get it, Sonic. Well, thank you. On their stream, got it. Sonic says, cool, Yuri. Urinator says, I am happy. And I am looking for our chats. Where did it go? Again, it jumped, as always. Hold on a second here. Where are we? Urinator says, I am happy. Miles from Main Street. I do believe Miles from Main Street is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Miles from Main Street. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily 2 o'clock p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Miles from Main Street. But Miles from Main Street says, OPE, I'm from Madison, Wisconsin? Oh, I think we met them at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. They were in the load area with us on the vehicle next to us in row 2, I'm thinking. Welcome to the channel, Miles from Main Street. Awesome. And Jennifer, oh, I believe we have a family member from another new subscriber that we just had recently. Jennifer says, my son was standing right beside you with the popcorn bucket. Oh, well, welcome to the channel, Jennifer. You just found your new chat family here with Fun to Be Free. We're a fun group, a fun bunch. But Randy says, welcome in, Miles. Welcome to the channel. And Justin Shredder says, my son Caden had the light up Death Star bucket. I'm watching from Ohio. I appreciate this. I got to see my boy. Oh, well, you're welcome, Justin. Thank you for being here. It's so cool, the magic of technology, isn't it, Justin? We're currently approaching center stage along with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm keeping my eye on the time. So we got about 7 minutes until 7 o'clock p.m. or 7 Eastern, if you will. We're going to head over to the Fantasmic Auditorium, or the Hollywood Hills, the venue. So stay tuned for that. I don't think we're going to have time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. In fact, why don't we go around the horn and check out the standby wait time sign? I was hoping we could do Tower Terror and Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what the standby wait time is right now. Miles from Main Street says, thanks, Randy. Shadow Black Mustang says, freight elevator is the only thing working again. Wait till they get my Google review, 5 stars. Oh, yeah, exactly, Shadow Black Mustang. I like it when you're in the chat, Shadow Black Mustang. Sonic says, hi at Justin Shredder. Randy says, don't worry, Jennifer. He is reading all the chats. He gets a little behind sometimes, but he's awesome like that and acknowledges everyone. Thank you, Randy. Jesse Maniti says, non-screaming on this ride. Sonic says, Shredder, Justin, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference. Randy says, this is a must scream, Jesse. And Fast Pass Radio. Oh, I think I know where Fast Pass Radio is going with this next chat. Here we go. Fast Pass Radio says, Tony Tower rode Tower of Terror one too many times and dropped into park hoppers while he's stuck in the Twilight Zone. Join John from Fantasmic. Like and subscribe if Fun to Be Free. I didn't see that one coming, Fast Pass Radio, at all. Here, let's do it again. Let's do it right this time. Fast Pass Radio says, Tony Tower rode Tower of Terror one too many times and dropped into park hoppers while he's stuck in the Twilight Zone. Join John from Fantasmic. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free. Well, thank you, Fast Pass Radio. Thank you for that. And we have a 35-minute standby wait time for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway here at, of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios on Hollywood Boulevard. I don't know if we're going to have enough time to get over to the Hollywood Hills if we experience Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. But let's hang out in the area for just a little bit more, a few more minutes, and then we'll head over to, of course, Fantasmic. So stay tuned for Fantasmic. Of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios is going to close tonight at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and at 9 o'clock is also the showtime for Fantasmic. John with Fun to Be Free could actually go and get a complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water in the meantime. Stay hydrated, kids. Justin Shredder, that is, says, yes, sir. Sonic says, cool. MCM, oh, welcome in, welcome back. Nice to have MCM back in the chat. MCM says, good evening, y'all. I just drop in to tell you off topic from SDHS, the bad news. What's that? What's that, MCM? Randy says, welcome back, MCM. Urinator says, these videos are so cool. I'm liking there. Awesome, Urinator. I'm glad to have you here. Debbie Diaz says, Yuri. And MCM, hi. Urinator, okay, where are we in the chat? Just rolled, it jumped. Urinator says, hi, at Debbie Diaz. How are you? Randy says, yes, Yuri and John and Frank are the parks every day and share this with us. Thank you, Randy. Sonic says, isn't it too cool, Yuri? Urinator says, so cool and need a blanket. Yeah, Frank, Urinator, Frankenstein Mark 6, my camera rig that I call Frank. He's the cool one around here. And John with Fun to Be Free is just admiring Frankie boy. Hello there, nice to see you. PC Gamerware, welcome in, welcome back, says, hey guys, hey PC Gamerware, was it raining up in North Carolina where you were? Urinator says, yes, at Randy. Randy says, John, you keep referencing the Naked Gun, and now when you say Frank, I think of probably what? What? I'm on the edge of my seat, Randy. Urinator says, hi, PC Gamerware, and the chat's jumping. Where are we in the chat? I was gonna say like Frank Drebin or something like that, but let's see. Let's see where we are in the chat. Okay, PC Gamer says, hey, at Sonic. PC Gamer says, hey, Yuri. Randy says, Frank Drebin. Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, exactly, Randy. Naked Gun, awesome film, right, Randy? Sonic says, hi, at PC Gamer. PC Gamer says, hope John has good weather today. I sure hope so, PC Gamer. Randy says, welcome back, PC. And real quick, PC Gamer, that's the reason why we're doing Fantasmic tonight, because I looked at the weather hourly, and it said there was like no rain starting at 7. I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're doing Fantasmic tonight. Sounds like an awesome plan to me. Don't mind if I do, PC Gamerware. Randy says, welcome back, PC. MCM says, John Edwards, members of the Spinners, scheduled to perform in Epcot on May 16th through the 17th this weekend, died of a stroke at age 80. This was part of the breaking news. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, MCM. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry to hear that. NTV says, only 64 more likes to go to get to 100. Okay, thanks for the update, NTV. Then let's do this. John with Fun to Be Free is calling all explorers. Calling all explorers. We're going to do a countdown. If you haven't done so already, I need everybody viewing us live to smash the like button. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, smash the like button. Do it now. Let's go, because NTB says only 64 more likes to go to get to 100. Thank you, NTB. PC Gamer says, Randy. Thank you, thank you. Urinator says that, Randy, we have seen all 6 episodes of The Police Squad. Oh, Urinator! Yeah, exactly. The Police Squad that premiered on CBS back in the day. I love it, Urinator. Geo the Duck says, hi, Randy, thanks for the welcome. I was busy doing the dishes while I watched John do Tower of Terror. Isn't it cool? The magic of technology, Geo the Duck. Randy says, we can do it, B, we can do it. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it. Cinderella. Randy says, this is the right channel for you, Yuri. Awesome, Randy. Thank you. Hello. We're live on YouTube right now. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic. We're going to head into the Baseline Tap House, and we're going to secure a complimentary, Fun to Be Free cup of water. So let me get going here. We got to hydrate. Stay hydrated, kids. So there we go. We have success, Randy. Let me adjust the gimbal head here just one moment. Hold on. And yeah, I think we're back on track here. Okay, let's head back outside. Urinator says, hi, at Geo the Duck. Urinator says, I like it. CNM Custom Signs, ND, welcome in, welcome back. CNM Custom Signs. The Sorcerer, oh, the Sorcerer's joining us again. Welcome in, welcome back, the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer says, hey there, John. Hola to everyone else as well. It's always nice to have Sorcerer back. Of course, I can only imagine the Sorcerer is here because of Fantasmic. At 9 o'clock Eastern, stay tuned for Fantasmic, the Sorcerer. We're kind of moseying around. We just got our complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. We're going to head over to Sunset Blvd again. I thought in the meantime we could just mosey around for just a brief moment. Let's get an update, if you will, over at Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano. The last day of operation was May 10th, or Saturday, I believe. Let's see what it's looking like. We'll head over there now, so stay tuned for that. Sonic saying 92 new messages, or was that 92 tomatoes? LOL. Or was it Rotten Tomatoes, Sonic? LOL. Urinator says hi at custom, C&M Custom Signs. Randy says, now John, you will say it like a lot of Forrest Gump. I like it a lot. Hold on, the chat just jumped. Where are we? Paging chat. Where'd you go? It jumped. Okay, I think I found it. Urinator says hi at the Sorcerer. Randy says welcome back. C&M. Randy says welcome to Sorcerer. Shadow Black Mustang says best spot in the park, I think, between the Tower Terror and the Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, it's pretty neat, isn't it? Shadow Black Mustang. Very cool, right? Randy says I like the area by Launch Bay Shadow. Over in Animation Courtyard, Randy. MCM says now Fantasmic, Luminous, and the Wonderful World of Animation all at 9 p.m. while Happily Ever After is at 9:20. Thank you for the update, MCM. Shadow Black Mustang says that Randy, that's by the Millennium Falcon. Don't forget, I'm a tourist. I got to ask. LOL. Yeah, since it's a nice spot too, that area looks nice. Not a bad spot over by the Falcon. The Aluminum Falcon? Urinator says hi at Shadow Black Mustang. Debbie Diaz says the Sorcerer hi. Urinator says hi at MCM. Sonic says nailed it, John. You always say that. So where is my hammer? Oh, Sonic. What do I have to nail? Maybe a picture on the wall? Nah. I don't want to put a lot of holes in at all. LOL. Like, subscribe, and comment. Well, thank you, Sonic. Okay, well, pop up the subscribe banner. I did not see that coming at all. I stepped right in it, Sonic. Literally stepped right in it from that one. But again, Sonic saying, nailed it, John. You always say that. So, where is my hammer? What do you have to nail? Maybe a picture on the wall? Nah, I just want to put a lot of holes in the wall. LOL, like and subscribe and comment. Well, thank you, Sonic. Shadow Black Mustang says, Yuri, hello. Randy says, no, Shadow, the area by where the Star Wars characters would be meeting. Yeah, the Animation Courtyard. Tonio Tower, oh, Tonio Tower. Where are you? The chat just jumped. It's rolling still. Tonio Tower says, hello. Tonio Tower, I was asking for you, dude. Where were you? We just experienced the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Tonio Tower says hello. Tonio Tower says, yay, totally time. Well, you'll be on time, I guess, for Fantasmic, but you missed Tower Terror, Tonio Tower. Randy says, welcome back, Tony. You missed the ride. There you go. And then Urinator says, hi at Tonio Tower. Okay, where are we here in the chat? Give me a second. Tonio Tower says, ugh, I just missed the Tower Terror, Randy, and your host, Shadow. Yeah, you got to stay tuned. You got to tune in for the whole video, the whole live stream, Tonio Tower. Tonio Tower says, missed Tower Terror to 20 minutes, yeah. Okay, so here's an updated look at the Mama Melrose's Ristorante Italiano. So literally, it looks like all they did was remove the menu over to the left-hand side. They removed the podium with the umbrella, and they closed the doors. I imagine they're locked as well. And it looks like they blacked out the windows, if you will, because it's just seen, a reflection. It looks black on the interior there. So I'll pause here for just a moment. So there you go, updated look. So we'll head over and back in this direction, if you will. Randy says, hello there. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Randy says, I've only been to Disney World a couple of times. He. I guess so, Randy. I guess so. Oh boy, Randy's an expert, as you know, though. Tonio Tower says, I'm so sad that I missed the ride. Yeah, Tonio Tower, you gotta, of course, view the entire stream, because we'll pop in that tower and you'll miss it, dude. But I'm glad you're here. Sonic says, yeah, this hedgehog is just full of jokes. A blue ball full of jokes. Shadow Black Mustang says that, Randy, it's been 15 years for me. Yeah, it's a long time, Shadow Black Mustang. But, don't fret. Shadow Black Mustang will be on property this December. Sonic says, and hello at Tonio Tower. Randy says, been 3 months and having withdrawals. Yeah, it does it to you. And Randy, real quick, Shadow Black Mustang. John Went Fun to Be Free doesn't head over to Epcot and every day. I get the shakes, as I've said. The Sorcerer says, Shadow Black Mustang, is it 5.0? So I'm guessing the Sorcerer's asking 5.0 liter. Okay, where are we in the chat? Again, I'm looking, it's jumping. Every time I unpause it, it rolls, and I have a hard time locating where we're at. Here we go. Sonic says, we were chatting. Oh yeah, we were chanting your name for the Tower Terror. We were Tonio Tower. Tonio Tower says, hello, Sonic. Auntie B says, did someone mention the Beverly? Oh, Auntie B. No, nobody's mentioning the Beverly. Urinator says, Light Inside is my favorite Aerosmith song. I know it's one of the newer album, but it's so good. Okay. What about, Loving an Elevator? Living it up when you're going down. Tony Otero says, dang, I missed the chanting, Sonic. Randy says, we have your rain now. It's coming down buckets. Oh, okay. Randy's getting, lots of rain, I guess. Sonic says, but it's good that you're back at Tony Tower. Jesse Benitez, John, I like how you narrate everything. Well, thank you, Jesse. Tony Tower says, thanks and glad to be back, Sonic. Urinator says, hi at Jesse Benitez. And Shadow Black Mustang says, they have a good show at night. Also, this shines projections on Roman theaters with fireworks. Tony Tower says, yay, another Tower view. Oh, yeah, so we must be still behind in the chat. I'm trying to catch up. Just trying to catch up. Tony Otaro says, thanks and glad to be back. Sonic Urinator says, hi at Jesse Benitez. Shadow Black Mustang says, they have a good show at night also. Okay, we got that. Hold on. Okay, found it. Ryan Wesley says, I just read that Pee-wee's bike sold for more than $100,000. Wow. That is crazy, Ryan Wesley. Do you have any more information you could share? Sonic says 7 p.m. Eastern, Western time. LOL. Oh, Sonic. I'd say it's Eastern time, but I see what you're doing there. Urinator says hi at Ryan Wesley. And Urinator says, I thought Francis has it. Oh, yeah, nailed it, Urinator. Francis. It was Francis. Is there something you'd like to share with the rest of us, Amazing Larry? I love it. Dottie! Honk! I love it. Nailed it, Urinator. You found your chat family. I keep saying this, Urinator. You found your new home here. This is so fun. Ryan Wesley says, hello, everybody. Debbie Diaz says, how is everyone doing? Debbie Diaz says, hi, Ryan W. Ryan Wesley says, last I heard it was in a basement. Yeah, there's no basement in the Alamo, Ryan Wesley. Right? Buenos dias. John Fun to be free is having the time of his life right now. Just talking about Pee-wee quotes. John Fun to be free's voice is still a little hoarse, a little raspy. I apologize for that. Oh boy, this is awesome. Sonic says, hi, I'm Ryan Wesley. How are you? And he says, yes, Jesse, John is awesome. Like they don't make them like John is one of a kind. He and Frank are awesome. Thank you, Randy. And he says, welcome back, Ryan. Shadow Black Mustang said something, but it just jumped. Where are we? Shadow Black Mustang said, at the Sorcerer, yes, 5.0 V8. Ryan Wesley says, I'm just at work, but this is making it better. Awesome, Ryan Wesley. The Sorcerer says, nice, I have a 2012 Lava Red GT. Oh, the Sorcerer and Shadow Black Mustang with their Mustang talk. Cool. Randy says, John and Frank always make the day better. Thank you, Randy. Randy says, not fresh talk today, but Mustang talk. Chris says, if we can make it before Fantasmic starts, we could have some popcorn. Randy says, not fresh, but tech. Oh. Geo the Duck says, I still miss the Sorcerer's hat. You do, Geo the Duck? Tony Tower says, same here, Gio. Scary Mary TV back at the chest says, Randy, yes, they do make our days better. John and Frank spreading the magic everywhere. And I see what Scary Mary TV did there. Neary over at Scary Mary TV says, magic, M-A-J-I-C, like Magic Adventures, M-A-J-I-C. Again, so shout out to Scary Mary TV and Magic Adventures. That's Magic, M-A-J-I-C. I left some links in the description box below for Scary Mary TV and Magic Adventures. So give them a like and subscribe once John with Fun to Be Free's video concludes. So head over there and support your local live streamer and vlogger as well. Chris says, I still miss Disney's MGM Studios, and now it's Disney's Hollywood Studios with the same name. I guess what I'll say, Chris, is as I said before, okay, but I'm still calling it Disney's MGM Studios. Urinator says, hi at Scary Mary TV. Randy says, Chris, it's always going to be MGM. You nailed it, Scary. Urinator says, hi at Christopher Chavez. Scary Mary TV says, hi, Yuri. Scary Mary TV says, Auntie B loves hearts, roses. Oh, and Cruise and Theme Park Guide, welcome in, welcome back. Cruise and Theme Park Guide says, hello, folks. Well, hello there, Sierra. Nice to see you. Also, once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, go check out Cruise and Theme Park Guide. I left the link in the description box below. So support your local live streamer. Cruise and Theme Park Guide also does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. So of course, head over to Cruise and Theme Park Guide by clicking on the link in the description box. And of course, like and subscribe to Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Shout out to Cruise and Theme Park Guide, Sierra. Tony Otero says, hello, Scary Mary and Sierra. Scary Mary TV says, hey, Sierra, hearts. I want to take I know where as fast as radio is going with this. So we'll pop up the subscribe banner again. Fastest Radio says the chat's jumping like crisscross and the magic's popping at Disney's Fantasmic. Hop in with Fun to Be Free with John. Like and subscribe before you miss the show. Awesome, Fastest Radio. Nailed it as always. So again, Fastest Radio saying the chat's jumping like crisscross and the magic's popping at Disney's Fantasmic. Hop in with Fun to Be Free with John. Like and subscribe before you miss the show. Very cool, Fastest Radio. Sonic says, oh, it just rolled the chat. Where did it go? Hold on. Yeah, I think I found it. Sonic says Nevada Smith is not here. So howdy, howdy, howdy. Yeah, where's Nevada Smith? We're approaching the Tune-In Lounge. You can't really see the sign. I won't show you because it's really hard to get it on camera. But the Tune-In Lounge, we're heading inside for just a moment. Nice and cold in here. John with Fun to Be Free really likes the ambiance, or as Scooter Adventures would say, the vibes, Johnny. The vibes, Johnny. I really like the interior ambiance here at the Tune-In Lounge, and of course, the table service restaurant, just located adjacent, if you will. So we're not going to stay here too long. We got to head over to Sunset Boulevard. So let's go back outside. I just wanted to come show you real quick. Cruise and Theme Park Guide says hello. And Scary Mary TV says hi. Tony Randy says welcome back. Sierra Urinator says hi at Fast West Radio. Hi at Cruise and Theme Park Guide. Tony Tower says hello, Fast West Radio. Randy says we have acquired the Agua. 1 down, 5 more to go. Yeah, I guess so. So 6 complimentary cups of water on the wall, Randy. Tony Tower says yay. Cheers to another round of Tower Terror viewing that I'm here for. Bingo. MCM said if some night you decided to watch The Wonderful World of Animation, then I could take a shower. Fantasmic's too long, I won't have time anyway. MCM, brighten up a bit. We're at Disney's Hollywood Studios. NTB says, well, hello, Scary Mary, how are you? Tony Otara says, hello, MCM. Sonic says, rolling, 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 but I am blue. Oh, yeah. He's not, down in the dumps, that is. Sonic is literally blue, in color, that is. Urinator says, hi, NTB, and I like this channel. I'm glad you're here, Urinator. Shadow Black Button says at the source, the same V8 engine essentially had with the, yeah. Hold on, we're going to dispose of the complimentary Fun to Be Free cup of water. So there we go, 1 down, Randy. We'll head towards Sunset Boulevard now. And William Bornstein, welcome in, welcome back. William Bornstein says, how is the weather there in Florida? Today, William Bornstein, it was pouring, flat out pouring. And I checked the weather report, and that's why we went to go live at 6 p.m. tonight for Fantasmic, because it showed that by 6 p.m. it was no longer raining. So it was a good call. But it's right now it's perfect. Well, hello there. Urinator says hi at William Bornstein. NTB says hi at Urinator. Sonic says at William Bornstein. I will let John have this one. William Bornstein says I miss Disney World also. Haha. But you're here in spirit. We're all here together. We're traveling with my camera rig, Frankenstein Mark 6. William Bornstein. Urinator says I like this channel. Very cool, Urinator. And Scary Mary TV says sweet at NTB, doing good. Hearts, nice to see you. Tony Tower says same here, Yuri. Randy says Tony, you liked and subscribed, but now hit that notification button. Randy, look at you. Okay. Oh, I think we got the wrong item on the screen there for just a moment, but I think we're all ready to go. John with Fun to Be Free's hands were still a little, from the complimentary cup of water, the condensation slipped on the phone screen there. So Tony, you liked and subscribed, but now hit that notification button. That's what Randy says. And the chat just jumped again. Where are we in the chat? Hold on, looking for it. Where are we in the chat? Hold on. I think I know where we are, but... Okay. I think I found where we are. I think so. Tony O'Tower says, same here, Yuri. Randy says, Tony, you liked and subscribed and now hit that notification button. Randy says, welcome back, William. Tony O'Tower says, hello, William. Sonic says, you say that you get the shakes over at Epcot. You meant the blue milkshakes? LOL. No, I just want to be at Epcot. That's all I'm saying, because John with Fun to Be Free's favorite theme park in the entire world is Epcot, as you know, Sonic. That's why I say that. I just like spending as much time as I can at Epcot. Fastbus Radio says, what's up at Tony O Tower. Jesse Manini says, awesome show today. John, more rides. Jesse Manini, I would like to, but we're running low on time. We got to head over to, of course, the Fantasmic Auditorium. That's where we're headed now. Antonio Tower says, good to see a Fast West Radio, and your announcement from earlier had me screaming. Fast West Radio says the chat's jumping like crisscross and the magic's popping at Disney's Fantasmic. Hop in with Fun to Be Free with John and like and subscribe before you miss the show. Thank you again, Fast West Radio. Sonic says, trying to catch up, John. Okay, I'll be on the other condiments, LOL. Yeah, so like relish and of course, yeah. Fast West Radio says that Antonio Tower, where are we all going, Tony? Where are you? Antonio Tower says, I was in the Twilight Zone at Fast West Radio and I missed Tower Terror. And he says, John, talking about the Beverly, did you see the post from Mike and Jen? Mike had a shirt that said, drink Beverly, ice cold. Oh, was that recent? If it's a recent one, I haven't seen it then, Randy. Like as in today? Or Fast West Radio is back in the chat again. Hold on a second. I'm not, hold on. Let me pop up the subscribe banner there. Fast West Radio says, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. But tonight's the magic in Florida. Join John with Fun to Be Free at Fantasmic. Like and subscribe for the show. Nailed it, Fast West Radio. I can only imagine you're talking about the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas, because you're referencing Pee-wee's Big Adventure. I guess Ryan Wesley brought it up, so here we go. Again, the stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas, when Pee-wee's at the bus stop. But tonight, the magic's in Florida. Join Fun to Be Free with John at Fantasmic. Like and subscribe for the show. Well done, Fast West Radio. I love it. Antonio Tower says, I spy the Tower of Terror again. I won't be missing it. Okay, so Antonio Tower, there you go. I was going to head into the Hollywood Hills for Fantasmic, but Antonio Tower, let's at least take one last, parting shot of the Tower of Terror for you while you're viewing us live, if you will. We could even check out the standby wait time sign. I don't think we're going to have time to experience it, but we could double check just to see what it's like. Sonic says, so Mustang talk, but you're leaving out the mustard, LOL. Sorcerer says, at Shadow Black Mustang, I had a 12 GT, a 11 GT, and an 18 GT before the one I have now. Sprinkle a few Fox bodies and F bodies in between them, and I'm a big drag racer. Ha ha. So Shadow Black, okay, interesting. The Sorcerer is a big drag racer fan, I guess. Interesting. Beverly Challenge. Welcome and welcome back. Beverly Challenge says, did I hear my name? Probably from Auntie B and a bunch of other people in the chat, including Shadow Black Mustang probably. But 30 minutes. We got a 30-minute standby entrance wait time for the Tower of Terror. Antonio Tower. Antonio Tower says, did you did Beverly? No, I didn't do. I did not do Beverly, Antonio Tower. I did not drink the Beverly. Randy says, welcome back, Beverly. The Sorcerer says, my good friend just got back from deployment and went and bought a Shadow Black Premium. They're nice. But didn't Shadow Black Mustang say that he has one and they're, a little pricey, a little on the pricier side? Urinator says, what is a Beverly? It's a drink that's over at Epcot Club Cool. It's complimentary. It's a palate cleanser, and it's once we're over there, we can show you more Urinator. So stay tuned for more Beverly. But John with Fun to Be Free is not going to be indulging in any Beverly. They say, try the Beverly. It's delicious. Randy says, Yuri, it is the best drink at Epcot. Oh, I don't know about that, Randy. Randy says, you should try it. It's delicious. So there you go. Okay, we're on Sunset Boulevard, and I wanted to give you a quick update what we were dealing with the Hollywood Hills there. Here, I'll turn around here and get a better shot. I can step off the curb onto Sunset Boulevard. I'm making a wide right turn, if you will. So we're gonna point the camera towards the Hollywood Hills, and the cast members actually have the signs, turned, if you will. There's also chains still up. So at this moment, they're not letting any guests access the Hollywood Hills or the Fantasmic amphitheater. If you look just overhead, there is, of course, the billboard for Disney Presents Fantasmic, a journey beyond your wildest imagination, starring Mickey Mouse. So stay tuned for Fantasmic at 9 o'clock p.m. from Disney's Hollywood Studios here. But again, the cast members still have the chains up. The signs are turned. They're not granting access at this very moment. But we're here waiting patiently. Urinator says, do they sell it at Wawa? I don't think they really sell it too many places in the United States. Urinator. Sonic says, hi, at Beverly Challenge. Yeah, you were coming down in Bucked back at 2 p.m. You know that John doesn't like the Beverly, so he really was miserable unless he was at his house at the time. Oh, you're probably talking about the weather, Sonic, is my guess. Talking about how it's probably raining yeah, cats and slinky dogs over here in Central Florida, and that's why we're doing Fantasmic tonight. I think that's what Sonic's talking about. Randy says, it's an Italian soda that Coke makes not available in the States. Yeah, Randy's being nice. He's saying it's an Italian soda. It's a palate cleanser. Christopher Chavez says, oh yeah, I want everybody, I mean Chris Chavez, need all the subscribers to hit the like before we have any duties. Well, thank you, Chris. So Chris is saying, remember to comment, like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Sonic says buckets, not bucks. Sorry, John. That's fine, Sonic. I think I got it. Hold on. We are, or at least the chat's still rolling. Where are we in the chat? I'm still trying to find a spot in the chat.
Maybe on, like, It's a Small World.
Sonic's saying, oh yeah, we got that. Chris says, let's get to work, people. Oh, so Chris is probably saying, yeah, smash the like button. Do it now. Tonio Tower says, I saw it dumping earlier. Oh, so Tonio Tower, you're on property? You're here at the Walt Disney World Resort. Tonio Tower, you saw the rain come down? Sonic says, I guess I said Buck since John mentioned Uncle Buck at one point. Yeah, I did mention Uncle Buck with John Candy. You're not a bug, are you, Nat? The Sorcerer says Disneyland Fantasmic versus Disney World Fantasmic. Oh, so the question is probably which one's better? That's a tough call. The Sorcerer, John with Fun to Be Free, as you're aware, used to work at Disneyland, where I actually worked the Fantasmic show, you know, from the island, if you will, including driving the barges. So if I had to make a call which one is better, I would actually say it's the original show that premiered in 1992 at Disneyland
What are you streaming on, sir?
on YouTube.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Do you have your phone with you?
I actually do.
I have a QR code here. Where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. We have a lot of people from Pittsburgh in the chat.
QR, yes sir.
We go live daily, 2 o'clock from the Walt Disney World Resort.
Oh, why not? There it goes. That's pretty cool, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Enjoy your stay.
Yes, sir.
Take care. Okay, let's get back on track, that is. Hey, look at this. Rock and Roller Coaster star and Aerosmith. Where did the queue go? There's still people in the queue. It's not broken. They're not experiencing technical difficulties. But the sign's still posted at 55 minutes. But, you know, there's just not new people joining the queue, I guess. So the Sorcerer, Disneyland Fantasmic versus Disney World Fantasmic. So I'd say flat out, I think the Sorcerer. I'm choosing the show that no longer exists. The original show at Disneyland. Of course, they've updated it with the current show at Disneyland. So there you go, the Sorcerer. Because John with Fun Be Free grew up at, in, around, or with the Disneyland Resort and worked there for 22 years, the Sorcerer. Or that's where I made magic. Hold on just one moment. I'm double checking all my pockets and rearranging items. Hold on a second. But MCM back in the chat says, Fantasmic's okay, but sorry, I'm not interested in the hero scene with the character scene, maybe copyrighted like Happily Ever After does. While I enjoy Fantasmic, I'll stick with the projection show. But MCM, be positive. Fantasmic. Most guests really, really enjoy Fantasmic. I think you should give it another shot, MCM, but thank you for joining us. Tonio Tower says, yes, what a view. Oh yeah, of the tower? Yeah, nice view, huh? Shadow Black West says they got a Sorcerer, good stuff. Sonic says Fantasmic Auditorium, LOL, Audio Videotorium. Randy says saw it Saturday on their YouTube post. Oh, okay, so it's new, updated. I'll have to check it out, Randy. John with Fun to Be Free doesn't have a lot of free time, as you know, Randy. Tonio Tower says this is one of the best views ever. Okay, so Tonio Tower. Oh, we're headed in. It looks like the cast members took the chains down and displayed the sign. So let's head into the Hollywood Hills now. We just missed it. MCM says this chat's jumping around. It's like the house of pain. And if it jumps for your love, it's like the Pointer Sisters. Nailed it, MCM. Look at you. Well done, MCM. I like it when you're here. Antonio Tower says yes. Antonio Tower, I'll pause right before we head into the Hollywood Hills. We'll get another shot of the Tower of Terror just for Antonio Tower. I adjusted the gimbal head there. Shadow Black Mustang says, time for the rock and roller coaster? Shadow Black Mustang. Frankenstein Mark 6, my camera can't be accommodated on rock and roller coaster. MCM says, if you go and heard all the jump in the chat, it's Van Halen. Okay, let's come back to ground level here. I'll adjust the gimbal head again, so it's just jumped a bit. Crisscross will make it jump. Antonio Sauer says, got another 30-second ad. Excuse me one moment. John with Funny Free's voice is a little hoarse, a little raspy. There's a drinking fountain in the area. Let me get just a quick drink of water. I'll be right with you. Hold on. All right, thank you for your patience. And let's get an overhead shot. So in the event, you have Fantasmic packages for dining. Entrance will be over to the left-hand side. And then for Fantasmic standby entrance, or that's us, we're going to join the queue here, head into the Hollywood Hills. Hello there, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Have a great day.
You too.
All right, so stay tuned for Fantasmic coming up at 9 o'clock p.m. here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Antonio Tower says, thank you so much for the beautiful Tower of Terror view. You're welcome, Antonio Tower. Magical Mike back in the chat says, hello at Mary and Beverly. Mary in the Move back in the chat says, the Sorcerer. I'm going to say Disneyland Fantasmic 1992 to 2017 was my favorite. I was even going to try out for the show at one time. So again, Mary on the Move, concurring with John with Fun to Be Free. So Mary on the Move says, at the Sorcerer, I'm going to say Disneyland Fantasmic 1992 to 2017 was my favorite. I was even going to try out for the show at one time. MCM says, at Sorcerer, for the current Fantasmic, Disneyland was my best version, even without the dragon, which won't matter. So I think MCM is indicating the dragon is, on a little hiatus right now, right, MCM? Randy says, John, we all know you even covered that topic. The Beverly is a rite of passage. It sure is, Randy. It sure is.
Fantasmic. Now, let's have a big round of applause for tonight's sorcerer apprentices, the Riley family from El Paso, Texas.
Yay, Riley family from El Paso, Texas. The Sorcerer Apprentice.
They will be leading their way into the theater. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Shadow Black Mustang says, I'm going to turn off your stream into the Mustang stream. you and the Sorcerer, Shadow Black Mustang, you're invaded with your Mustangs, if you will. The Sorcerer says, I think Disneyland Fantasmic as well, but I am biased. Oh, really? Tell me more. The Sorcerer, why? Chris says, yeah, I prefer Disneyland's Fantasmic than Disney World's version of Fantasmic. So, real quick, Chris and the Sorcerer, you got to remember, well, you guys know this, that there's the big boats on the rivers of America, the Mark Twain and the Columbia. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Not one, but two big boats. MCM says, and the Queen of Hearts said, I'm waiting patiently. MCM. Jaylon, welcome in, welcome back. Jaylon says, welcome back, Jaylon. Jaylon's, oh, sorry. Let me start over. Jaylon says, hi, everyone. Well, hello there, Jaylon. Thank you for joining us. We're currently waiting patiently for, of course, Fantasmic here at Disney's Hollywood Studios in the queue. Oh, Randy says, welcome back, Jaylon. Fastpass Radio. Fastpass Radio says, I'm new here. Can you drink some Beverly and tell me what it tastes like? I hear it's like soda. If soda had trust issues, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for brave sips and Disney trips. Fast Radio. I didn't see that one coming. We're going to have to do that one all over again. Again, Fastpass Radio says, I'm new here. Can you drink some Beverly and tell me what it tastes like? I hear it's like soda. If soda had trust issues, like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for brave sips and Disney trips. Nailed it, Fastpass Radio. Thank you again. Geo the Duck back in the chat says, Beverly, the drink is vile. Yeah, it's not that great, is it, Geo the Duck? Where are we in the chat? Hold on. Attempting to find where we're on the chat. Oh, I think I found it. Okay. Antonio Tower says, no, I wish, but I saw the rain on another stream. Okay, so, okay, I see. Antonio Tower. Beverly Challenge says, little known fact, Beverly can be used to clean oil stains on your driveway. Beverly Challenge. That was a good one, Beverly Challenge. Very well done. So again, Beverly Challenge is saying, little known fact, Beverly can be used to clean oil stains on your driveway. Oh, I think we're going to go. I think we're going to advance. They're going to let us into the venue, the auditorium. Shadow Black Mustang says, at Fast Pass, LOL. Sonic says, barges? Yeah, the boats, if you will. The boats with the princesses, Sonic. Jalen says, thank you, Randy. Chris says, come on, chop people. We could do it. We could do it like we're going to help Cinderella. Smash the like button in 3, 2, 1. Oh, Chris. Well, thank you for that. So, Christopher Chavez prefers Chris in the chat. Is saying, come on, chop people. We could do it. We could do it like going to help Cinderella. Smash the like in 3, 2, 1. So John with Fun to Be Free is calling all explorers. If you're viewing us live right now and you haven't done so, I need everybody to smash the like button. We're going to do a countdown, if you will. Calling all explorers in 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Thank you, Chris. Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan, says, hello, everyone. Well, hello there. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Thank you. Hello there. Nice to see you. Thanks for making the magic.
Thank you.
You're welcome to bring refreshments in with you or purchase them inside.
But again, Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan, welcome and welcome back. Says, hello, everyone. Well, hello there, Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan. Oh, and Scuda Adventures. Scuda Adventures joining us as well. So real quick, shout out to Scuda Adventures. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, go check out Scuda Adventures. I left a link in the description box below. So shout out to Scuda Adventures. Click on the link in the description box below once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, and give a like and subscribe to Scuda Adventures. But Scuda Adventures also does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. But Scuda Adventures says, as they say at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Thank you. Very well done, Scuda. As they say at the Polynesian Village Resort Hotel, aloha. Randy says, welcome. In Bill, welcome to the channel. Oh, Bill Axe been here too before, I think, Randy. Randy says, Scuda! Yeah, exactly, Randy. Well done, Randy. So John with Fun to Be Free is going to share a quick story. This was a couple weeks ago. I was disembarking from Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot, and I heard La Bamba. That's La Bamba. Ba-da-da-da-da, La Bamba. You know that song? And I thought immediately it was just like the movie La Bamba, where at the end of the film, where you hear, Richie! And then I shouted out, Scuda! And then Ryan Wesley started shouting Scuda in the chat, and then it just caught on. So Scuda's got a good nickname, Scuda! Fast West Radio says, fun fact, John used to drive the Fantasmic barges at Disneyland, and let's just say he might have bumped into a few villains on purpose. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for more magic. You nailed it, Fast West Radio. I should just assume that every time you're in the chat now, to start popping up and rolling that subscribe banner. Nice to see you. Thanks for making the magic.
Fantasmic is a live theatrical production featuring a number of special water effects, so you may get wet.
But again, Fast West Radio says, fun fact.
Good evening.
Oh, I'll wait.
Fantastic. Please make sure your entire party is together while this is not permitted.
For your cooperation and enjoy the show.
Hey, Tonio Tower, if you look overhead, you can see the Tower of Terror on the opposite side of the landscaping. It's partially obscured though. We're headed over for a quick drink of water here. Hold on a second. Let me adjust the gimbal head again and we're good to go. I'll, point it in this general direction of the actual venue, the theater, if you will. Hold on a second.
Before
But let's get back on track here. Pop up the subscribe banner and go back to Fast Pass Radio's last statement. Fun fact, John used to drive the Fantasmic barges at Disneyland, and let's just say he might have bumped into a few villains on purpose. Like and subscribe to Fun to Be Free with John for more magic. Well, thank you, Fast Pass Radio. Thank you again. Sonic says 35 more minutes that I need to be on standby for my grocery delivery. Thanks for the update, Sonic. MCM says Disneyland's Fantasmic current version was probably something about the original and the current, and that's the best so far. So you're saying the current, wait, hold on. Disneyland's Fantasmic current version was messed with the original? Oh, so you're probably saying the original one is the best. If so, I would concur, MCM. The original at Disneyland would be my favorite, like I said. Antonio Tower has emoji icons of course, some like smiling characters with some hearts for eyes. Here, let's get a better shot of the venue, the theater that will experience Fantasmic here at, of course, 9 o'clock p.m. If you've just joined us, the reason for today's video is simple. We're literally here at Disney's Hollywood Studios to enjoy Fantasmic. So again, today's video topic is Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Fantasmic Show, Disney World. So again, Walt Disney World, Florida, Disney's Hollywood Studios, Fantasmic Show, Disney World. So stay tuned because it's going to be premiering at 9 o'clock Eastern here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. I'm going to pause here for just a moment. Let me get caught up with the chat. Hold on a second. I'm shuffling items in my pockets as well. Multitasking at its finest. Shadow Black Mustang says, water is nice, I guess, but I can you help a tourist out and start pointing out the coffee spots for a December tourist? Oh, okay. That's a good observation, Shadow Black Mustang. I'll have to keep that in mind. Tonio Tower says, thank you for the extra view of Tower of Terror, John. You're welcome, Tonio Tower. Randy says, Shadow, you could go to any Joffrey location at Starbucks at any park. Okay, yeah, exactly, Randy. We'll have to be pointing them out as we go by them, if you will. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic.
Thank you.
Tonio Tower says, be right back, all right. Scoot Adventure says, Randy, how are you, sir? And Sonic says, okay, so they have announcements pre-show? Yeah, they have a bunch of announcements going on. You could hear it since we got into the venue, Sonic. Randy says, riding the canoe around the block. We are getting the rain you guys had yesterday. How are you and Michelle doing, Scooter? Oh boy, is it really that bad, Randy? Wow. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Thanks for making the magic. Hello there, nice to see you. Thanks for making the magic. The Sorcerer says, I am biased to Disneyland because that is my go-to park. Ah, I see the Sorcerer. I see. The Sorcerer's, yeah, exactly. He's biased. I get it. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Thanks for making the magic. Here, we'll catch up with the chat. Give me just a moment here. Hello there. Hello, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube. Thank you for making the magic. Yep. Hello there. Thank you for making the magic.
Of course, thank you for coming.
Hello there. Nice to see you. Thank you for making the magic. Thank you. I'm thinking this is probably good in this area here. Captain Mickey Mouse is going to say, go closer, get closer to the seawall, get closer to the water. And John went, oh, that's a great spot. Thank you for the suggestion. Thanks for making the magic. Hello there, we're live on YouTube. Is it okay if I sit with you guys? Can I join you? Can I sit here? Yeah. How's this? Hi Adam, thank you again. That's awesome. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Nice to meet you. Thank you for making the magic. Okay, let's get back to the chat. I'm looking where the chat rolled and jumped. MCM says, I viewed every Fantasmic. I still miss the original version from Disney's Hollywood Studios. Okay, so MCM likes the MGM version, if you will. The Sorcerer says, I'm still sad Murphy the Dragon is gone. Yeah, I agree, the Sorcerer. So real quick, what the Sorcerer is indicating is that the dragon had a nickname, and it was called Murphy. Murphy the Dragon, or Maleficent the Dragon, if you will. And there was an unfortunate incident that happened, and Murphy is no longer with us. Yeah, exactly, the Sorcerer. What an amazing animatronic figure, if you will. Fastest Radio says, fun to be free of Beverly. Fastest Radio, fun to be free of Beverly. Nailed it. I gotta remember to use that, Fastest Radio. That's a new coin term. Fun to be free of Beverly. Where's Beverly Challenge in the chat now? Yuri Nader says, hi at Scooter Adventures. Fastest Radio says, at Scooter Adventures, when are you on Pete's show? Oh boy, Fastest Radio was recently on the Pete McDevitt show. Let's get an update on the attendance level here at Fantasmic. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Nice ears. Where are you guys from? We got bubbles in the area too, lots of bubbles. Not a bad seat, right? Right, Captain Mickey Mouse. We got the zoom on the camera. Geo the Duck says, gonna have to say goodnight. It's 12:33 a.m. here and my eyes are starting to close. Have fun at Fantasmic, John. Well, have a great night. Thank you for joining us, Geo the Duck. Yeah, because he's, of course, you know, in the United Kingdom, a little later over there. Randy says, have a great evening, Geo. Chris says, great job, Explorers. Way to smash the like button. Now we can enjoy Fantasmic with our best friend, John, from Fun to Be Free. Well, thank you, Chris. Randy says, that's 3 drinks of water, but who's counting? Exactly, Randy. You always are counting. Scoot Adventure says, good to see you're still on this late with the late start. It's Fun to Be Free PM edition. Yeah, Scoot Adventures, as you know, rain in the area. So that's why we're starting late today. Jaylon says, oh, the chat just jumped. Where'd it go? Jaylon says, I love Fantasmic. Well, thank you for joining us, Jaylon. And we'll get another quick update of the attendance, the crowd levels here. Here in the Hollywood Hills. Scooter says, hello Yuri, FastPass. Scooter Adventure says, Michelle and I are doing well, Randy. Thank you for asking. MCM says, repost Disneyland Fantasmic, mix between original and the current. So far the best. Got it, MCM. So he likes essentially what sounds like the original from Disneyland and the original from, of course, Disney's MGM Studios. Sonic says 23 more minutes until I need to go on standby. The 35-minute message was really butchered. I didn't mean to do that, but I like to make that error. Jeez whiz. That's all right, Sonic. It's all right. Tonio Tower says, can't wait to see the show tonight. Same here, Tonio Tower. Thank you for joining us. Jaylon says, hi, Tonio Tower. Nice cast member. Oh, yeah, it's probably Adam, maybe? Peter, welcome in. I do believe Peter is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, welcome to the channel, Peter. Hello, Peter. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Peter says from Canada, he's got a lion and some monkeys. Welcome to the channel, Peter. Of course, stay tuned for Fantasmic here at 9 o'clock from Disney's Hollywood Studios, Peter.
Welcome to Fantasmic. For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the performance is strictly prohibited. If you are just entering the amphitheater, please do not walk across or climb over the benches. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
Slide all the way down, folks. Slide all the way down. Or take.
All right, let's get back to the chat. Festivus Radio says, John, do they still deliver your mail on Main Street if you put them in the mailboxes? Yeah, I believe so, Festivus Radio. I still think that's correct. So what Fast Pass Radio is talking about, there are some mailboxes at the various theme parks here. And each of the parks actually have United States Post Office mailboxes. For example, on Main Street, USA, there's a post box where you could drop your mail in and it'll get stamped from the Magic Kingdom, if you will, and delivered through the U.S. mail, through the post office. So yeah, Daniel Garcia, welcome in, welcome back. Daniel Garcia says, in just a moment, Mickey will be here. I would say so too, Daniel Garcia. Stay tuned for the 9 o'clock showing of Fantasmic here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Thank you for being here with us, Daniel Garcia. Randy says, welcome in, Peter. Sonic says, hey Peter, I am from Canada as well. Randy says, welcome in, Daniel. Tony Otara says, hello Peter. Yuri Nader says, hi at Peter. Yuri Nader says, hi at Daniel Garcia. Sonic says, thank you for making the magic. That's spelled M-A-J-I-C. Nailed it, Sonic. MCM says the sorcerer, something about Murphy the Dragon burned himself up on Earth Day 2023. That's what I call the Murphy fire. Yeah, unfortunate, huh, MCM? Tony Otara says, good one at Sonic. Jaylon says, are you ready for Fantasmic? I am, Jaylon. Sonic says, thanks at Tony Otara. Tony Otara says, yes at Jaylon. Sonic says, yeah, since Fantasmic is fantastic. That's right, Sonic. MCM says the whole Pinocchio, or is it Pocahontas scene? Like dig and dig and dig and diggity was the one. Daniel Garcia says, my Hollywood Hills amphitheater right here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Mickey Mouse will be here. That's right, Daniel Garcia. Jaylon says, it's showtime? Yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern, Jaylon. So stay tuned for Fantasmic at 9 o'clock. Sonic says, yep, as I said, Hollywood Bubbles. Yep, we got bubbles in the area, Sonic. Oh, we have a Pocket 3 alert down there. Pocket 3. Well, we got a Pocket 3 down there.
You can take that front one.
Pocket 3. Pocket 3? Tony Otara says, so many bubbles at Sonic. Oh, where'd it go? Where did the chat go? It's rolling, it's jumping. Where are we in the chat here? Oh, here we go. Tony Otara says, so many bubbles at Sonic, feels like it's Jollywood. LOL. Oh, Jollywood Nights? Tony Otara?
For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the show is strictly prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
So I just removed Blue. You're my boy, Blue. It's an NPF battery from the battery plate. I need to replace it with another battery. Hold on just a moment. So let me put Blue in my cargo shorts pocket. Hello there. Hello. And let me grab my other battery here. So we have my other battery. This is Orangebird. So this is my other NPF battery that I call Orangebird. I'm going to put Orangebird on the camera, or sorry, the battery plate. You heard it click. Now we have charging going on. I need to ensure that all my devices are charging on my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6. And we have success on the streamer phone and the 2 external cameras. Peter back in the chat. Peter says, for Canada. And Scooter Adventures says, Fast Pass, I will be on May 28th. So again, Scooter Adventures will be on the Pete McDevitt Show on May 28th. So tune in and find out more details in regards to Scooter Adventures doing live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort, featured as the special guest star on May 28th at the Pete McDevitt Show. Tony Otara says, hello, Scooter. Jaylon says, hi Peter, I'm Jaylon. Nice to meet you. Well, and I do believe we have another new subscriber. Well, hello there. I'll pop up the subscribe banner. Give me a second here. But it's O-A-M-B-I-E-N-T-A-L-I-S-T-A. So O Ambientalista. O Ambientalista. I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, O Ambientalista. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. O Ambientalista. But O Ambientalista has an icon of a YouTube icon. Welcome to the channel. We go, well, we're here, of course, at Disney's Hollywood Studios for Fantasmic at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. O Ambientalista. Welcome to the channel. Tony Otara says, hello, Jaylon, and O Ambientalista. We could get an update on the attendance, the crowd levels here in the Fantasmic Amphitheater.
How long do you think? For them, how long do you think? They're right there?
Sonic says Hollywood Hills gives me the Hollywood chills because of the Tower of Terror in the background. LOL. If you insist, Sonic. MCM says parts of it were from Tokyo Disneyland, now retired as the pandemic came in. Oh, you're talking about the Tokyo Disney Seas version of Fantasmic, which is a little bit different, MCM. Oh, Ambient Talista says hello. Well, hello there, Oh, Ambient Talista. Sonic says hi at Oh, Ambient Talista. And the chat just jumped. Where are we in the chat?
And welcome to the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater.
Oh, yeah. Here, let me.
Please
No
select
problem.
a road and move all the way
There we go.
across to make room for guests entering behind you. For your safety,
Thank you for making the magic,
we ask
Tom.
that you refrain from walking across or climbing over the benches. Thank you, and enjoy Fantasmic.
Jaylon says, hello, Tony. Did you know I love the best one? Stay tuned and find out. That's right. Stay tuned and find out for the Fantasmic show coming up at 9 o'clock Eastern this evening here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're currently in the auditorium, the venue, the theater right now. Tonio Tower says, LO at Sonic. I can't. MCM says, late typo. Pocahontas. Got it, MCM. Hero Nader says, hi at O Ambient Talista. Tonio Tower says, I can't wait to see what you love, Jaylon. Sonic says, LOL, Tonio Tower. Sonic says, yeah. Scoot Adventure says, that's another crazy phenomenon about Hollywood Studios crowds. Crowds seem light all day, but that theater back there, always standing room only. They come out of nowhere. You nailed it, Scoot Adventures. Yet again, the guest flow here at Disney's Hollywood Studios is all over the road. But again, Scoot Adventures saying that's another crazy phenomenon about Hollywood Studios crowds. Crowds can seem light all day, but then that theater there is always standing room only. They come out of nowhere. Nailed it, Scooter. Tonio Tower says the Tower of Terror completes Hollywood Studios. You're right, Tonio Tower, sure does. They sure did a good job with it, didn't they? The Sorcerer says, okay, I'm out of here, y'all. Have a good night. Oh, the Sorcerer, you're gonna miss Fantasmic. But thank you for joining us, though. Randy says, yes, they still do that. I mail my Christmas cards from Magic Kingdom. Isn't that cool, Randy? I think you shared that before, too, Randy. Oh, we got Bubbles. Bubbles in the area. I'm trying to find her spot in the chat. Oh, I found it. Captain Mickey Mouse says, you're early, John. Yeah, but we got an awesome spot, Captain Mickey Mouse. I chose the exact spot that I wanted to be in. Perfect for the show. Just absolutely perfect. You're going to love this view, Captain Mickey Mouse. Because, you know, every time we do this show, I want to sit in different spots. Because last time we kind of wandered around the theater and then we kind of ended up over there, Captain Mickey Mouse, off to the side. I thought it'd be good to get a, you know, a better spot today, if you will. Tony Turner says, I'll do that too at Randy. Yuri Nader says, hi at Captain Mickey Mouse. Jaylon says, yep, I can't wait for Fantasmic and Tonio Tower evening. Bingo. Thank you for being here, Jaylon. Tony Turner says, hello, Captain Mickey. Jaylon says, the best evening for Fantasmic, and I like the best one. MCM says, did you know B5's, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf took samples of Jennifer Lopez? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Is it the B-52s? MCM says Jennifer Lopez, love don't cost a thing. Is that what you're saying? I'm not sure, MCM. Randy says, John, maybe next time you're at Magic Kingdom after the parade, you could show the mailbox. Good suggestion, Randy. Very, very good suggestion indeed. So we got Joffrey's locations, Starbucks locations, U.S. Post Office mail locations. Got it.
The use of laser pointers during the performance is strictly prohibited. If you are just entering the amphitheater, please do not walk across or climb over the benches. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
Jaylon says hi MCM. MCM says hi at Jaylon. Jaylon says MCM, I love Fantasmic. Sonic says 9 p.m. Eastern. Western? I'm testing you, John. No, it's 9 p.m. Eastern, Sonic. MCM says at Jaylon, me too, but specifically depending on the parts. Current Disneyland, Current Disneyland version's the best. Oh, MCM, you like the current one, not the original one at Disneyland? I'm confused now. MCM saying, speaking of which, I'm out of here too. I have to take a shower for tomorrow's work. My shower time is again Fantasmic at the same time, so see you real soon. Well, thank you for joining us, MCM. You could always be kind and rewind as well. Hello there. Nice to see you. Christopher Chavez, Chris, back in the chat says, yeah, John, if you're at Magic Kingdom, Rand and I wants to see the mailbox. You got it, Chris. We got more bubbles in the area. Sonic says, okay, 9 p.m. Northern Time. No, Eastern Time, Sonic. Randy says, Chris, I know where it's at. It's right in front of you at City Hall by the fire station. Again, Randy's saying, Chris, I know where it's at. It's right in front of City Hall by the fire station. So Randy's an expert. He knows what he's talking about, as always.
In so many places, I guess it must be so. I cannot see.
I hope everybody's enjoying the background music. I'm sure Fast Pass Radio is.
Can there be so much that you don't know?
I'm securing all cargo, just like on the Mark Twain. Hold on. I'm shuffling items in my cargo shorts pockets. Give me a second. You can probably hear it shuffling around. Randy says there's also one there at MGM. Yeah, exactly, Randy. On Hollywood Boulevard near Mickey's at Hollywood. Sonic says Southeastern Time or Southwestern. LOL. No, Eastern, Sonic. You know. Come on, Sonic. You know. Sonic says, oh my god, I am cracking up. I know Sonic's trying to have fun with John with Fun Be Free. Chris says, oh right, thanks, Randy. You can see more people are streaming in to the Hollywood Hills, the amphitheater, the venue, the theater here for Fantasmic. Fantasmic is going to be here.
Welcome to Fantasmic. For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the show is strictly prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
Okay, I just took out a cough drop. It won't focus, I don't think. Maybe I have to get... So a cough drop, Randy. So I'm attempting to pop it in. Hold on a second. Randy says if you go to the old Christmas shop, you can mail your letter to Santa for free. Yeah, what's going to happen? Well, I guess I should re-ask Randy. What's going to happen to the Christmas? What am I trying to say? What's the name of it? Over in Grand Avenue, next to Mama Melrose's Restaurante Italiano and Pizza Rizzo. What's going to happen to that Christmas shop? Obviously, they're going to probably demolish the interior of it. But what do you think, Randy? But again, Randy's saying if you go to the old Christmas shop, you can mail your letter to Santa for free. So he's talking about the Magic Kingdom in this case. The ye old Christmas shop at the Magic Kingdom Randy's referring to, I believe. Sonic says, okay, enough from this hot dog. LOL. If you insist, Sonic. Oh, and Brett Knutson, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Brett Knutson, K-N-U-T-S-O-N, Brett Knutson. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free, Brett Knutson. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Brett Knutson. But Brett's saying, love in the background music. Awesome. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Brett. Thank you for being here. We're, of course, waiting patiently for the 9 p.m. showing of Fantasmic here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. But welcome to the channel, Brett. It's nice to have you here. You've just joined a Fun to Be Free chat family. Randy says, welcome in, Brett. Sonic says, hi, Brett. Randy says, was that lemon and honey flavored? I think it was, Randy. Yeah, it sure tastes like it, Randy. Randy says, I think it will monster-themed merch store. Exactly. Exactly. I'm thinking that will be a monster-themed merch store as well. Maybe something along the lines of Harryhausen's, maybe? Harryhausen's Goods? I don't know. And Brett was saying he's listening to the background music. Brett, pro tip. So Brett Knutson, FastPass Radio. You should go check out fastpassradio.com once this live stream concludes. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, head over to fastpassradio.com. But fastpassradio.com actually has background music from Disney parks, and it's free. So check that out, Brett.
And move all the way across to make room for guests entering behind you. For your safety, we ask that you refrain from walking across or climbing over the benches. Thank you, and enjoy Fantasmic.
Okay, let's get back to the chat though. Sonic says, okay, now is the standby time for my delivery for my groceries, John. Okay, thanks for the update, Sonic. Daniel Garcia back in the chat says, in less than an hour, my Hollywood Hills amphitheater will come alive with the sensational sights and sounds of Fantasmic. So Mickey Mouse will be here in less than an hour. That's right, you nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Were you waiting patiently to post that literally at 8 p.m. Eastern? Because it literally came out on the dot. 2000. Awesome, well done. But Daniel Garcia saying, in less than an hour, my Hollywood Hills amphitheater will come alive with the sensational sights and sounds of Fantasmic. So Mickey Mouse will be here in less than an hour. Nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Thank you for being here. Scary Mary TV says, don't they sell those throat lozenges in Beverly flavor? Oh, Scary Mary TV. Where is Beverly Challenge? I thought for sure I'd get something from Beverly Challenge. But Scary Mary TV again saying, don't they sell those throat lozenges in Beverly flavor? Melissa Pombo, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free as well. Welcome to the channel, Melissa Pombo. My name's John, and I just said I'm with Fun to Be Free. Allow myself to introduce myself, Melissa. But Melissa's saying, I met Scary Mary TV at Publix, and she told me about your channel. Oh, very cool, Melissa. Thank you for being here. I think you just found your new Fun to Be Free chat family, Melissa. That's so cool. So, Neri with Scary Mary TV is selling John with Fun to Be Free's channel everywhere near he goes. Very cool. But again, Melissa Pombo says, I met Scary Mary TV at Publix, and she told me about your channel. I sure hope you like what you're seeing. Welcome to the channel, Melissa Pombo. Randy says, ha ha ha, Scary. Randy says, welcome back, Melissa. Brett Knutson says, thank you. You're welcome, Brett. Thank you for being here. Oh, and Theme Park Giant, welcome in, welcome back. Theme Park Giant also does live streams and videos from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. Shout out to Theme Park Giant once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes. Once it's over, I left a link in the description box below. Just click on it and head over to Theme Park Giant on YouTube. But again, shout out to Theme Park Giant. Like and subscribe to Theme Park Giant. Theme Park Giant says, always love the nighttime streams, John. Well, same here. I love bringing them to you, Theme Park Giant. Thank you for joining us. But again, support your local live streamer. Head over to Theme Park Giant. Check him out. Give him a like and subscribe as well. Randy says, welcome back, Theme Park Giant. Mary in the Move back in the chat says, hello, everyone.
Good.
Oh, I know where Mary in the Move's going with this.
Welcome to Fantasmic. For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the performance is strictly prohibited. If you are just entering the amphitheater, please do not walk across or climb over the benches.
What's your streaming name?
For your cooperation.
I'm Fun to Be Free on YouTube.
Perfect.
Fun to Be Free.
Perfect.
Where are you from?
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Oh, we have a lot of people in the chat from Canada right now. Ah. But Mary in the Move saying, hello everyone. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way in to experience Fantasmic. a journey beyond your wildest imagination. Very well done, Mary on the Move. Look at that. But again, Mary on the Move says, hello everyone. Don't forget to smash that like button on your way in to experience Fantasmic, a journey beyond your wildest imagination. Thanks again, Mary on the Move. You just nailed it. Theme Park Giant says, hey Randy, thanks. And Chris says, oh yeah, John, do you like ice cream sandwiches? They are so good, you gotta try them next time whenever you're doing another live stream, starts tomorrow. Yeah, I do, Chris. They're so good, the ice cream sandwiches. I bet you enjoy them as well. Sonic says, I mean, I did know about the pre-show automated announcements, but while you were walking back at 7:25 around there was a cast member with a loudspeaker. Yeah, I heard that too, Sonic. I think I paused, so you could hear it. Good observation. Theme Park Giant says, hit that like button and subscribe to John if you already haven't. Awesome, Theme Park Giant. Thank you so much for that. So again, Theme Park Giant saying, hit that like button and subscribe to John if you haven't already. Thank you again, Theme Park Giant. Scoot Adventures says, welcome, Melissa, to your new home on YouTube. Awesome, Scoot Adventures. Thank you again. Again, shout out to Scoot Adventures. Go check out Scoot Adventures on YouTube as well. Scoot Adventures does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. I left a link in the description box below for Scoot Adventures. Like and subscribe and support your local live streamer. Check out Scoot Adventures as well. But again, Scoot Adventures saying, welcome, Melissa, to your new home on YouTube. Scary Mary TV back in the chat says, Scooter! I love it, Scary Mary TV. And again, if you're new to the channel, check out Scary Mary TV. Neri and Benny do an awesome job on their vlogs as well. There's also a link in the description box below for Scary Mary TV. So check out Scary Mary TV, and of course, like and subscribe to Scary Mary TV as well. Shout out to Scary Mary TV. And let me find where we are in the chat. But I like it how Scary Mary TV just said, Scooter! Scoot Adventure back in the chat says, hello, Theme Park Giant. Theme Park Giant says, hey there at Scoot Adventures. Scoot Adventures says, Scary Mary TV, hello. Scary Mary TV says, hi at Theme Park Giant. Sonic says, just because of these many announcements, I will defy messages and open up my laser pointer and wiggle all around during the whole show. LOL. Yeah, but Sonic, don't be pointing it at anybody here in the actual theater. They're going to say right now, don't use laser pointers in the theater. Right now, Sonic, listen.
The use of laser
there you go.
During the show is strictly prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
And didn't pre-read this, Randy, but I'm thinking I need to pop up the subscribe banner. But Randy says, John and Frank are live from Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios, or as I still call it, MGM, because some habits are more timeless than Mickey's sorcery. It's a Fantasmic duo bringing you the magic and the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast the spell and subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day. Randy, boy, oh boy. That was Fast Pass radio level. Look at you go. Randy nailed it yet again. Randy says John and Frank are live from Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios, or as I still call it, MGM, because some habits are more timeless than Mickey's sorcery. It's a Fantasmic duo bringing you the magic and the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast the spell on subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day. Oh, the fort that is, Randy? Very well done, Randy. Hats off to you, sir. You nailed it. Boy, oh boy, was that good, Randy. I enjoyed that one. And if you've just joined us, or if you're new to the channel, we're currently here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, where in just a few moments, we'll experience Fantasmic. At, of course, 9 o'clock p.m. The sun is setting. We're coming into the magic hour, if you will, here in Central Florida. But Theme Park Giant in the chat says, hey, at Scary Mary TV. And I do believe we have a new subscriber. It's Sprite Man 3408. So again, Sprite Man 3408. Well, hello there, Sprite Man 3408. I'm John. I'm with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily. Oh, here, one moment. I'll come back. Hold on one moment here. You have phone? Photo. QR code.
What are you, YouTube?
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Where are you from? Where are you from?
Argentina.
Oh, Argentina. Welcome. South America. Very nice.
My English is very, very bad.
Me, no Spanish. But I got very... Okay, let's get back to the... Oh, we got bubbles in the area, bubbles. But let's get back to Sprite Man 3408. I'll pause for a moment.
Hills Amphitheater. Please select a row and move all the way across to make room for guests entering behind you. For your safety, we ask that you refrain from walking across or climbing over the benches. Thank you, and enjoy Fantasmic.
All right, let's get back to Sprite Man 3408. So Sprite Man 3408, thank you for being here. I believe you're a new subscriber. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Sprite Man 3408. But Sprite Man 3408 says hi to my daughter sitting to your right in next section. Oh, from Canada, Sprite Man 3408. Oh, look at this. Hello, nice to see you. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? The wonders of technology, right? Unreal. How cool is this? And we can get an updated shot with the attendance, the crowd levels just flowing into the amphitheater here at Disney's Hollywood Studios for Fantasmic, upcoming at 9 o'clock p.m. So stay tuned for that. We got lots of bubbles in the area. Lots of bubbles. Look at this. We got bubbles. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. I wanted to point out we have R2-D2 and BB-8. The R2-D2 dress is pretty cool. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Oh, what's the announcement, Sonic? No, just audio, background. Randy says, the madness, one spark at a time. Oh, okay, I see where Randy's going with this already. Here we go. This would be pure solid gold again. Randy says the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast a spell on subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day. Thank you, Randy. Nailed it yet again. So Randy says the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast a spell on subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day. Nailed it, oh boy. Scary Mary TV says, you are so kind, John. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Scary Mary TV. Thank you for being here. Scary Mary TV near you also has red oversized hearts in the chat as well. Randy's also saying, oh, it's got split. Oh, let's do it again, Randy, because your statement got split. We'll start it over. Randy says, the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast a spell, and subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day at 2 p.m. for the YouTube chat, because even when the dragons aren't breathing fire, John's bringing the heat. Awesome, Randy. Look at that. That's even better. It got better when I got the whole thing in there. Okay. I'm not positive what just happened, but I think the signal's still going out. The feedback I'm showing from YouTube, it hiccuped, it blanked out for a second. I'm not sure if that was a cellular data reception, but something happened. But we're back online. I think we're all good still. But again, Randy's saying the madness, one spark at a time. Don't forget to illuminate that like button, cast a spell, and subscribe, and summon the notification bell so you never miss a moment. John's holding it down every day at 2 p.m. for the YouTube chat, because even when dragons aren't breathing fire, John's bringing the heat. Awesome,
The use
Randy.
of laser pointers during the performance is strictly prohibited. If you are just entering the amphitheater, please do not walk across or climb over the benches. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
Randy says, welcome in, Sprite. Sonic says, and just like that, LOL. Sonic says, you'd think I would do that if I was out there, John? I would get kicked out. Yeah, exactly, Sonic. Beverly Challenge back in the chat says, fun fact, that lake is filled with all the discarded Beverly from Club Cool. Oh, you're saying this lake, Beverly Challenge? So not only does it take off oil from your driveway, but Beverly also fills the lakes around here at the Walt Disney World Resort Beverly Challenge. And he says, I have the fort on a car, Jack. I'm still trying to hold it up. Randy, I was waiting for the payoff. That's not bad. Randy says, I have the fort on a car, Jack. Still trying to hold it up. Nailed it, Randy. So Fast Bus Radio is still here, I'm guessing. But very well done, Randy. Randy's referring to when Fast Bus Radio is not in the chat, Randy picks up the slack and holds down the fort. Scary Mary TV says, very cool at SpriteMan3408. Like and subscribe. Hi to your daughter. So here we go. Scary Mary TV says, hi to your daughter. I have somebody in my chat saying hi. Are you in the park too? Where are you from? Welcome to the Fun to Be Free family. Canada. Canada. Alberta, yeah. Alberta, Canada, Neri. Has lots of icons saying hi, waving. Hello there. Lauren Rogerson. Oh, it's Lauren. Oh, okay. Here we go. We don't get to do this too often like this. This is a little embarrassing, right? But Lauren Rogerson, welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you first. Lauren Rogerson says, Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I'm the daughter sitting in Disney World on my honeymoon. Oh, congratulations. Very cool. Is this your first time here?
I came with my parents, so with my dad in 2019.
Okay.
First time. So.
Oh, is your newlywed husband enjoying it? Congratulations to you, sir. Are you enjoying? Oh, yeah. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Randy says, welcome in, Lauren. Sonic says, adding to that announcement, and please bring a television, turn it up as loud as you can, and annoy the crap out of the other guests. LOL. Sonic, we don't want to annoy anybody around here, but we got Bubbles in the area. Oh, and Jula Rome. Hold on, the chat just rolled, it jumped. But Jula Rome, welcome back, Jula Rome. I do believe Jula Rome is a friend of Scary Mary TV, or Neri from Scary Mary TV. Welcome back, Jula Rome. Jula Rome says, hello. Well, hello there, Jula Rome. We got Bubbles in the area. SpriteMan3408 says, hi, my daughter. Oh, there we go, SpriteMan3408. SpriteMan3408, the father. Peter McAllister says, hi, my daughter. Grady says, welcome, Jula. Shadow Black Mustang says, doesn't look too dark, surprisingly, for fireworks. Yeah, but it'll be dark. It'll be dark. Don't worry, Shadow Black Mustang.
For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the show is strictly prohibited. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show.
So you can see we got more guests streaming into the auditorium here. Randy says, welcome, Jula. We got that. Okay, yeah. Shadow Black Mustang, we already said it, but it doesn't look too dark, surprisingly, for fireworks. We're in the magic hour, the golden hour, if you will. Sunset's quickly approaching, if you will. Here, let's take a quick update, but it looks like Shadow Black Mustang. So, but by 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern, it'll be completely dark. We'll be just fine, Shadow Black Mustang. Sonic says hi at Lauren Rogerson. C&M Custom Signs, always good seats. Awesome C&M Custom Signs. I'm glad you approve of the seats that John with Fun to Be Free and my camera rig Frankenstein Mark 6 has secured by getting here early. I'd say among the best seats in the house, if you will. Chris says, Disney cast crew member Monique. Calling Monique. Come in, Monique. We need you for Fantasmic. That's right, Chris. Where's Monique? We need her in the chat. Randy says, sorry, that was a long subscribe announcement. No, Randy, I don't think it was long. I think it was good. You nailed it. Shadow Black Mustang, as we're talking about, the sun going down, it seems like all of a sudden it's starting to get, twilight right now, this moment. Sonic says, bah, laser pointers. Randy says, we didn't even notice, John, at 2014. Daniel Garcia says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just 45 minutes, we invite you to join Mickey Mouse Fantasmic will begin in just 45 minutes. Oh, so you've been looking at the time. You've been timing this out, Daniel Garcia. Look at you. Look at it. So 2015. So you nailed it right on the dot yet again. and Daniel Garcia. Again, Daniel Garcia says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just 45 minutes, we invite you to join Mickey Mouse. Fantasmic will begin in just 45 minutes. Awesome, Daniel Garcia. I love it. I like it when you're here. Florida Mark says Beverly Lake. Oh, Florida Mark, look at you. You and Beverly Challenge are the tag team duo, I guess. So I guess so. We got Florida Mark saying Beverly Lake now. Scary Mary TV says, Randy, I'm very impressed. I think you and Fast Pass Radio have to have a like and subscribe announcement face-off. Yeah. Is that like the movie, the Paramount movie Face-Off with John Travolta? Scary Mary TV? Again, Scary Mary TV says, Randy, I'm very impressed. I think you and Fast Pass Radio need to have a like and subscribe announcement face-off. So I'm gonna grab another cough drop, Randy. Scary Mary TV says, brilliant talent. That's right, Neri. Randy and Fast Pass Radio knock them out of the park every time. Okay, hold on just a moment.
Good evening, and welcome to the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater. Please select a row and move all the way across to make room for guests entering behind you. For your safety, we ask that you refrain from walking across or climbing over the benches. Thank you, and enjoy Fantasmic.
Oh, we will enjoy Fantasmic. I'm quite certain about that. One moment, I'm making some adjustments to my technical setup to Frankenstein Mark 6. Hold on. Randy, it looks like the bat phone connection was kicked off. In other words, it disconnected. So I'm re-linking it, if you will. Hold on a second. Give me a second here. And we're back online. So we're good. So we're all good. We're all good to go here. Coming in? There we go. Well, we got bubbles in the area. Lots of bubbles. Oh, Shadow Black Mustang. We're coming into Twilight. Like I just said, here, we'll get a better view over here. But again, Scary Mary TV says, brilliant talent. Randy says, I'm too shy for that, Scary. Sonic says, yeah, no bueno for annoying the guests. That's right, Sonic. Randy says, it's the golden hour. Bingo bango, Randy. Let's get an update on the... Oh, they're just letting in more people into that section down there. More guests are streaming into the amphitheater right now. And we have Kylo Ren's in the house. Kylo Ren must have just come over from the Rise of the Resistance attraction. Shadow Black Mustang says 9 o'clock or 9:20. Magic Kingdom is 9:20 now. Not positive, but I think you might be right, Shadow Black Mustang. Not positive. But 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock for Fantasmic here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. But yeah, I think 9:20 for Happily Ever After. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think so. Oh, Randy said, just realized no Potato Land today. Yeah, we weren't rolling on the floor laughing today, Randy. Captain Mickey Mouse back in the chat says 9 o'clock for Fantasmic. You nailed it, Captain Mickey Mouse. And SOLTRICHES, I do believe is a new subscriber. Well, hello there, Soul Tritches. Soul Tritches. SOLTRICHES. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Soul Tritches. But Soul Tritches says hi. Well, hello there, Soul Tritches. Welcome to the channel. We're currently broadcasting live from Disney's Hollywood Studios, where, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern Time we'll experience Fantasmic, where the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater will come alive. Randy says the stream wasn't disrupted, still look good. Okay, thanks for the update, Randy. Randy says, Senor, we are going to ninja mode here. Drive carefully, stay safe, and try to get some rest. We'll catch up with you on the reruns. Got it, Randy. Again, Randy says, Senor, we are going to ninja mode here. Drive carefully, stay safe, and try to get some rest. We will catch you on the reruns. Thank you, Randy. Thank you for being here as well. We'll see you tomorrow, Randy. Have a great night. There's more and more guests that are being led into the amphitheater here. Let's see what's up on tap for the next announcement here. Oh, we got music. Okay. And I do believe we have another new subscriber. Alejandrina Sanchez. Alejandrina Sanchez. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Alejandrina Sanchez, welcome to the channel. But Alejandrina Sanchez says, hello. Well, hello there, Alejandrina Sanchez. Thank you for being here. We're currently waiting for Fantasmic here at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern from Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can see the crowd is growing in size and anticipation. Alejandrina Sanchez, thank you for being here. Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan says, kind of early, don't you think? I wouldn't say it's kind of early. The show's in 35 minutes. We're right on time, Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan. We got a great seat. I like getting to Fantasmic early. I like all, as the anticipation builds, if you will. I like seeing the crowds grow in size and scale. All the guests are very, very, very excited to be here because Fantasmic is an amazing show. Welcome in, welcome back. Wanda says, gulp, gulp. Wanda, we're currently here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Stay tuned for Fantasmic, upcoming at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We're waiting patiently. We have an excellent seat tonight. And if you're new to the channel, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to ring that notification bell as well. Also, John with Fun to Be Free, calling all explorers, calling all explorers. We're going to do an all call. I need everybody viewing us live, if you haven't done so yet, to smash the like button. So we're going to start with the number 3. We're going to end with the number 1. Once we get to the number 1, I need everybody to smash that like button. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1, smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Oh, and Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, welcome in, welcome back. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 says, howdy folks. Oh, it's always nice to have Rocket Raccoon Fan 1 back in the chat as well. Rocket Raccoon Fan 1, what's your current count up at the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind? Is it 29 still? 29 rides on Guardians, Rocket Raccoon Fan 1? Sonic says, where'd it go? That's chat's jumping. Sonic says, those buggers, no messages came to say they were on the way. They just showed up and dumped the groceries at the door, and I told them specifically hand it to me. So I'm sorry to hear that, Sonic. Sonic also says night at Randy. Sonic says and hi at Rock Raccoon Fan 1. Alejandrina Sanchez, are you ready? I'm ready. Alejandrina Sanchez, John would fun to be free in his camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6, or Frank for short, is very much ready. And you can see we got bubbles in the area. Lots of bubbles here in the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater. Alejandrina Sanchez, we're ready. Oh, and I bet you that Daniel Garcia is going to jump in the chat and he's going to tell us about an announcement very shortly. Sonic says putting groceries away now. Got it, Sonic. Sonic says be right back. Got it, Sonic. Jaylon says hi. Alejandrina Sanchez. Rock Raccoon Fan 1 says current count is 29. Is correct. Nailed it. Oh, good. Very cool. So we're going to do a special edition 30th time over at the Guardians Rock Raccoon Fan 1. What do you have in store? Like party poppers, you pop it and go pop for your 30th. Sonic says, it's okay, John, not your fault. The DoorDasher's fault. Got it, Sonic. So it's actually DoorDash is delivering in groceries and not Walmart.com, Sonic? Oh, Shadow Black Mustang. Oh, we got bubbles, more bubbles in the area. We get an update. Sun's going down, Shadow Black Mustang. Daniel Garcia back in the chat. Here we go. Look at it. 2030. Lots of bubbles. Daniel Garcia says, in just 30 minutes, Fantasmic will begin. Mickey Mouse will be here at Hollywood Hills Amphitheater. The show starts in 30 minutes. Nailed it. Nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Excuse me. Let's get back to the chat. I'll point over in this direction. We've got bubbles everywhere, but that's a good one over there. Daniel Garcia in the chat again saying, in just 30 minutes, Fantasmic will begin. Mickey Mouse will be here at Hollywood Hills Amphitheater. The show starts in 30 minutes. Nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Hello there.
Pass in front of him.
Here, would you? Yeah, absolutely.
Recording.
You're fine, no worries. Hello there. Nice to see you. Let me get out of your way here. Okay. Let me double check the gimbal head here. It may snap. Yeah, there we go. So we're back on track here. But back to the chat. Rocker Raccoon Fan 1 says, I'll let you know before the 30th ride. All right, Rocker Raccoon Fan 1. Jaylon says, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that notification bell as well. Oh, look at Jaylon. Very well done, Jaylon. I'll pop up the subscribe banner. I'll say it again. Because Jaylon's saying, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well. Again, like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well. Thank you, Jaylon. Sonic says, yeah, because DoorDash is supposedly with Walmart online. Oh, I see, Sonic. Shadow Black Mustang says, Mother Nature doesn't follow the rule book unless it's from a Disney engineer, I guess. LOL. I guess so, Shadow Black Mustang. So you can see it's getting quite dark in the area, or in Central Florida, Shadow Black Mustang. So we're doing well. We're less than 28 minutes away from showtime here at Fantasmic, the nighttime spectacular.
I'm here.
got bubbles, more bubbles, lots of bubbles. Yeah, absolutely. There we go.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I saw Grandma's orange hair.
We'll get a quick update here what the crowd, the attendance is looking like. Still, more guests continue to stream into the amphitheater here for Fantasmic. Coming up at 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern. It's currently 8:35, so we have about 25 minutes left to go. But let's get back to the chat. Silvio R. Rauschenberger. Silvio R. Rauschenberger, I do believe is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Silvio R. Rauschenberger. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Silvio R. Rauschenberger. But Silvio R. Rauschenberger says, hello, I'm Jose from Argentina. Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to see you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Scary Mary TV says, fun fact, the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater has a seating capacity of 6,900 guests with additional standing room for approximately 3,000 people. This brings the total capacity to 9,900. Isn't that cool? Look at, thank you for the facts, Scary Mary TV, Neri. So again, Neri from Scary Mary TV says, fun fact, the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater has a seating capacity of 6,900 guests with additional standing room for approximately 3,000 people. This brings the total capacity to 9,900. That's unreal. That's a lot of people. So almost 10,000 people. Isn't that crazy with standing room? So crazy. So how many people are here right now? Probably about 6,000 is my guess at the moment inside the amphitheater right now. Neri from Scary Mary TV. And if you're new to the channel, once this live stream concludes, once it's over, head over to Scary Mary TV. I actually left a link in the description box below. So just go down to the description box once this live stream, once this video is over. Once John with Fun to Be Free's video is over, click on the Scary Mary TV link, head over to Scary Mary TV. You can see Neri and Benny. They also do videos from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. They vlog here from Walt Disney World. So go check them out. Give them a like and subscribe as well. Support your local vlogger. But shout out to Scary Mary TV. Thank you for being here, Scary Mary TV. Thank you for the fun fact. Shadow Black Mustang says, yes, darkness on the way. You got it, Shadow Black Mustang. You can see we got darkness here. Scary Mary TV says, I thought it was crazy that it's almost capable to hold 10,000 people. That's huge. That's right, Scary Mary TV. It's almost like the billboards you see it from Fun Spot, the Fun Spot billboards along the highway on I-4. It's huge. And if you've just joined us, we're here at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but where you've been? We started broadcasting earlier today, but let your adventure begin. We're of course in the Hollywood Hills for Fantasmic. We're not too far off In other words, 9 o'clock p.m. 9 o'clock p.m. for Fantasmic premiere here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. So stay tuned for that as well. But let's get back to the chat. Silvio R. Rauschenberger says, we are happy with my friend Ivan. Oh yeah? Where's Ivan? Oh, Ivan here or?
Yeah,
Scary Mary TV says, John, thank you so much for mentioning us. Tell them to let us know. John sent them, LOL. Oh, hello there, nice to see you again. Again, Scary Mary TV says, John, thank you so much for mentioning us. Tell them to let us know John sent them, LOL. Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent you. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Jaylon back at the chat says, Silvio R. Rauschenberger. Hi, I'm Jaylon. It's nice to meet you. Mary the Move back at the chat says, welcome Jose and Ivan. Mary on the Move, look, we're not quite a full or packed house. There's still more room for available seats down on both ends of the amphitheater, Mary on the Move. So I'll pan to the other side as well. You can see there's still more room. So our whole chat family would have fit in this amphitheater tonight. That's for certain. Scary Mary TV back in the chat says, hi at Mary on the Move with a heart. Or, sorry, a rose. Scary Mary TV says, Large Marge. Crack it up on that, Neri. Yeah. Did you say Large Marge? Shadow Black Mustang says for a Monday, that's a nice crowd, I think. Oh, you think so, Shadow Black Mustang? I think there's a lot of people in the park today. This is a good to go day too, Shadow Black Mustang. Meaning that if you have an annual pass, you don't actually have to make a Disney Park Pass reservation. Like I mentioned earlier, John with Fun to Be Free just took the bat phone, walked up to the guest entrance with no Park Pass reservation, and gained entrance to Disney's Hollywood Studios. There's a bug on me. Scary Mary TV says, John, Benny and I are laughing. Oh boy, I like the Pee-wee quotes myself. Jacob Brewer, I do believe Jacob Brewer is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Jacob Brewer. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Jacob Brewer. But Jacob Brewer says, I'm behind you. Oh, Jacob Brewer's behind me? Jacob Brewer? Oh, hello there. It's nice to see you. Hello there. Hello there. Sierra Mary TV says we should have bought Pee-wee's bicycle. Yeah, Ryan Wesley shared it was sold at auction, I think, for like $100,000. Can you believe that? Unreal, right? Scary Mary TV? Yeah, exactly. We should have bought Pee-wee's bicycle. Like Francis? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Scoot Adventure says somehow it will be full by 9 p.m. That's right, Scoot Adventures. I think you're right. Literally everybody at Disney's Hollywood Studios will filter in for Fantasmic, probably filling up the majority of the amphitheater. Yuri Nader back in the chat says, hi at Jacob Brewer. Jaylon says, hi, Jacob Brewer. Scary Mary TV says, hi, Jacob. Come say hi on the stream. Jaylon says, Brewer, hi. Sonic says, a bug on you from A Bug's Life. Yeah, I guess so, Sonic. Maybe, you know, when they were asked to, move out of their venue over at Disney's Animal Kingdom theme park underneath the Tree of Life in the Bugs Life Theater. Maybe they moved over here to Disney's Hollywood Studios, Sonic. You just never know. Urinator says, where are they hosing them down? Oh, Urinator, I gotta say that right. So, yeah, Pee-wee goes to the front door. Oh, really? Where are they hosing them down? Nailed it, Urinator. I love it. I love that line too. I love that. The front says is busy. Oh, really? Busy doing what? He's having his bath. I love it, Urinator. Scary Mary TV says, unreal. John, the Pee-wee references. I like it. I like it a lot. Scary Mary TV. Dottie! Jacob Brewer says, turn the camera to your left so we can all wave. You got it, Jacob Brewer. Oh, there we go. We got Jacob Brewer and friends up here. They're enjoying, of course, being together. Hello there. Nice to see you. So it's Scooter Adventures. Scooter. That's right, Wesley would say. Look it. It's filling in down there. Filling in down there. Scooter was just saying somehow by 9 o'clock it'll fill in.
Good evening. Fantasmic will begin in just 15 minutes.
Oh.
During the performance,
is Daniel Garcia going to pop in the chat now?
Will be dim. For everyone's safety, we ask that you remain in your seats until the lighting level returns to normal. And for the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the show is strictly prohibited. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Sonic says, I meant the movie A Bug's Life, not the attraction, LOL. Okay, Sonic, I get it now. So you meant the Disney Pixar's movie. It's A Bug's Life. Theme Park Giant back in the chat says, enjoy the show, everyone. Been ninja watching, need to head out. Well, thank you for joining us, Theme Park Giant. Again, shout out to Theme Park Giant. Once John with Fun to Be Free's live stream concludes, once it's over, I left a link in the description box below. Head over to Theme Park Giant. Check out Theme Park Giant's work on videos and live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort. Also, don't forget Scooter Adventures as well. I also left another link to Scooter Adventures in the description box below.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna do the wave. Now they're gonna start the wave. Now it's gonna get really fun, Theme Park Giant. Jalen says, oh, there we go. We're gonna get the wave going. Let's see. Let's see if they're gonna get it started again. Oh! See where it goes. Whoa! Oh, but they're trying. Go! They're gonna do it again. Oh! Okay, are we done with the... I hope we're not done with the wave because it's just about to go... Oh! Go! Oh, it's going, it's going. Let's see what happens again. Here we go. They're gonna do it. They're gonna go for it again. I think we're gonna get a wave. I think it's gonna... Yeah! It started. Oh, we got another wave coming, I think. I hope. I think some people tried to start it, but it kind of fizzled out down here. But it's coming now, I think. I think it's going to come. Oh, it's kind of fizzled out on that one, too. But let's get back to the chat. Urinator says, hi at Theme Park Giant. Bill Jr. Axe. Oh, the chat just jumped. It rolled. Where are we in the chat? Hold on a second. Bill Jr. Axe. Disney World fan says 15 before Fantasmic. Urinator says, hi at Bill Jr. Axe, Disney World fan. Mama Duck says, looks like a good time. Hi, John, with Fun to Be Free and everyone. Welcome and welcome back. Mama Duck, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's a fun time here in the Hollywood Hills, the amphitheater, as we await Fantasmic. We got bubbles in the area too, Mama Duck. Daniel Garcia says, 15 minutes away, get ready, it's happening too. Awesome, Daniel Garcia. Scoot Adventure says, pillows? Those are pillows. Oh wait, that's the Not a Pee-wee movie. Yeah, I'm still laughing because, yeah, is it coming back? It's coming back, I think. Yeah! Yeah! Oh, got a wave coming from over here, though. Yay! Yeah! Jalon says, nice cast member Jacob Brewer.
Good evening. The thrilling spectacle of Fantasmic is now just 10 minutes away. We'd like to remind you that the lights in the theater will be dimmed during the performance. For everyone's safety, please remain in your seats until the lighting levels return to normal. Thank you for your cooperation and enjoy the show. Awesome.
Urinator says, hi, I'm Mama Duck. Sonic says, tell me, is ninja watching the same thing as binge watching? I guess, Sonic. Mama Duck says, Scooter in the house. Mama Duck says, hi, Urinator. Scooter Adventure says, Mama Duck, hello. Urinator says, why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. That nailed it, Urinator. Nailed it. Oh boy. Planes, trains, and automobiles. Why don't you take a picture? It'll last longer. He got you. You're busted. Oh, nice, Urinator. Relax and calm your life. Relax and calm your life. I believe this is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there. Relax and calm your life. Welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Relax and calm your life. But Relax and Calm Your Life says, hello. What an amazing live stream. Have never seen anything like this before. Wow, love this. Well, welcome to the channel, Relax and Calm Your Life. I do believe you've just found your new chat family here with Fun to Be Free. Stay tuned because we have less than 9 minutes until Fantasmic premieres here at Disney's Hollywood Studios in the Hollywood Hills, just located adjacent to the Sunset Blvd. Welcome to the channel, Relax and Calm Your Life. But Juanito Mecha, welcome in, welcome back. Juanito Mecha says, or is that John Wick? Juanito Mecha says, that's Good Adventures, not a Pee-wee movie, but a very quotable one as well. Yeah, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, it sure is. Juanito Mecha, John Wick. Jalon says, Scary Mary TV, you're funny. Urinator says, hi at Relax and Calm Your Life. Daniel Garcia says, Fantasmic is out just 12 minutes away. Awesome. Thank you, Daniel Garcia. Mama Duck says, hi at Scooter. Relax and Calm Your Life says, hi, Yuri. Florida Mark says, hey at Mama Duck at Jalon. Urinator says, hi at Florida Mark. Scooter Adventures says, thank you for the shout outs, buddy. You're welcome, Scooter Adventures. Scooter! Mama Duck says, hey there at Florida Mark. Jalon says, hey, Florida Mark. Florida Mark says, hi at Urinator. Juanito Mecha says, at Scooter, what a great handle. Scooter! Scary Mary TV says, Mama Duck in the house. Urinator says, hi at Juanito Mecha. Mama Duck says, Scary Mary TV in the house. Hi. And Donna, K-U-N-K-L-E. Donna Kunkel, I believe. Donna Kunkel, K-U-N-K-L-E. Donna Kunkel, welcome to the channel. I do believe Donna Kunkel is a new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, Donna. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Donna. But Donna says, bubble blizzard. Lots of bubbles in this auditorium, in the audience. That's for certain, Donna. Welcome to the channel. I think you found your new chat family, Donna. Donna also says wave power. That's right, Donna. So much fun, right? Excuse me. John with Fun to Be Free's voice is a little hoarse, a little raspy. Excuse me for that. Scary Mary TV says at Jaylon, thank you. Yuri Native says hi at Donna. Hold on, where are we? The chat's rolling, it's jumping, it's all over the place. Juanito Mention says at Yuri, hello. Florida Mark says this is amazing in person. It sure is, Florida Mark. John with Fun to Be Free in my camera rig that I call Frankenstein Mark 6. Having the time of their lives here at Disney's Hollywood Studios right now. Jaylon says you're welcome. Randy says chat's on the monorail. It's on the way to the TTC. Nailed it, Randy. Look at Randy go. Chat's on the monorail on the way to the TTC. Scoot Adventure says, hello, Juanito, thank you. Urinator says, I like this channel. Oh, I'm so glad, Urinator, that you're here. I like it when you're in the chat. You're so much fun. You barely just got, oh, look who's here. Disney cast crew member Monique. Welcome in, welcome back, Monique. Monique says, hello there. I thought for sure you'd be joining us today. You don't miss a Fantasmic. I'm glad you're here, Monique. Danny Garcia says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just 7 minutes, the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater will come alive with the sensational sights and sounds of Fantasmic. Oh, Daniel Garcia is holding down the fort right now. I love it a lot. I like it a lot, Daniel Garcia. But again, Daniel Garcia says, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just 7 minutes, the Hollywood Hills Amphitheater will come alive with the sensational sights and sounds of Fantasmic.
The Hollywood Hills Amphitheater will come alive with the sensational sights and sounds of Fantasmic. Everyone's safety, please remain in your seats until the lighting level returns to normal. For the safety of our performers, the use of laser pointers during the show is strictly prohibited. And now, get ready to join Mickey Mouse as he conjures up a spectacular world of fantasy and fright in Fantasmic.
Yes. Nailed it, Daniel Garcia. Yuri Nader says hi at Disney cast crew member Monique. And Lillian TRS. Lillian TRS. Are you a new subscriber too, Lillian TRS? If so, welcome to the channel. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Lillian TRS. Lillian TRS says hi with hands waving. Well, hello there, Lillian TRS. We're currently waiting patiently for Fantasmic. Less than 4 minutes away here in the Hollywood Hills, the amphitheater near Sunset Boulevard at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Scoot Adventure says, Yuri, great channel is correct. Disney cast crew member Monique says, hi, Yuri. Shadow Black Mustang said, did you guys get any of the cool weather last night? It was 45 degrees in Connecticut. Could almost see my breath. Yeah, it was like 77 degrees earlier here, Shadow Black Mustang, which is, you know, cool for Florida. Yuri Nader says hi at Lillian TRS. Monique says, ready to entertain you all. I'm glad you're here, Monique. I'm looking forward to it. Chris says, yay, Disney cast crew member Monique, you made it just in time. Sonic says hi at Donna. Debbie says hi there, John and family. Oh, Debbie's back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back, Debbie. You know where we are, Debbie. Fantasmic. Stay tuned. Yuri Nader says hi at Debbie. Monique says, thank goodness, Christopher, my entertainment partner. Sonic says, hi, Monique. Ryan Wesley back in the chat says, I'm trying to use the phone. Oh, Ryan Wesley, I'm trying to use the phone. Nobody hit me to that, dudes. Well done, Ryan Wesley. Well done indeed. Monique says, hey, Sonic. And Dario Perez. Dario Perez, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free as well. Hello, Dario Perez. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Dario Perez. But Dario Perez says something in Spanish. As it turns out, I don't speak Spanish, but I can do my best. It says, que me encanta saludos a mi parturentes que están atrás. So I'm sorry, Dario Perez, I don't speak Spanish. But welcome. Thank you for being here. Mamadex says hi at Debbie. Chris says, hi there, Monique. You really ready to say your lines from Fantasmic? Please do. Please do. Please do, Monique. Yuri Nader says, hola, Dario. And Monique says, sure am. Monique says, I'm all set, Christopher. Yuri Nader says, a bicycle. Yes, yes. Is it okay? It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See you later, sucker. Sucker. Christopher Chavez or Chris says, okay, we're all set for Fantasmic, Monique. It's showtime. Awesome. Chris says, okay, we're all set for Fantasmic, Monique. It's showtime. The chat just jumped again. Hold on, let me get my bearings. Let me get back on track here. Monique says, awesome. Jaylon says, hi, Debbie. Sonic says 77, John. That would be the perfect temperature for me. Yeah, it was real nice. But it was rainy. It was pouring. Pouring earlier, Sonic. Mama Duck says, we are excited to watch Fantasmic and everyone. Thank you for being here, Mama Duck. Oh, Daniel Garcia back in the chat. Look at this. All right, everyone. It's just about time for Fantasmic. All right. It's time to start countdown at Fantasmic. Countdown with me from 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Monique says, here we go. Mary on the move. On the chat again says, hey, explorers, don't forget to smash that like button. 80 likes and counting. All right, since Mary on the Move is saying that, John, what fun to be free is calling all explorers if you're viewing us live right now. And if you haven't done so, Mary on the Move says, hey explorers, don't forget to smash that like button. 80 likes and counting. We need to get to our goal of 100. So we're going to do an all call. We'll start with the number 3. We'll end with the number 1. Once we get to the number 1, I need everybody to smash that like button. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Ryan Wesley said, I heard Frank has the same Pee-wee shoes in his closet. Tequila! Very well done, Ryan Wesley. I heard Frank has the same Pee-wee shoes in his closet. Randy says, Perez says hello to my parents who are sitting behind you. Randy says, Perez says hello to my parents who are sitting behind you. Scooter, we'll pipe down. I'll come back to the chat later.
Friend and host Mickey Mouse uses his vivid imagination to create magical imagery for all to enjoy. Nothing is more wonderful than the imagination. For in a moment, you can experience a beautiful fantasy or an exciting adventure. But beware, nothing is more powerful than the imagination. For it can also expand your greatest fears into an overwhelming nightmare. Are the powers of Mickey's incredible imagination strong enough and bright enough to withstand the evil forces that invade Mickey's dream? You are about to find out. For we now invite you to join Mickey and experience Fantasmic, a journey beyond your wildest imagination.
leading to strange and wondrous dreams.
What's going on? I could use a little help. Hello?
What
difference is you can't step in the same water twice. The water's always changing, always flowing. But people, I guess, can't live like that. We all must pay a price. To be safe, we lose our chance of ever knowing what's around the river bend, waiting just around the river bend.
Ahead of the hitman, one hit ahead of the flock. I think I'll take a stroll around the block.
Hey, he's over there. Come on, this way. Let's go.
Here goes, better for my man and wish me happy wedding. All I gotta do is jump!
Oh no.
Good evening, and may I have your attention, please? Due to unforeseen circumstances, this performance of Fantasmic has been stopped. We hope to continue the show if circumstances permit, and we'll update you as soon as possible. We apologize for any inconvenience and thank you for your patience.
All right, so Sonic, you can hear the booms over from Epcot, from Luminous, the Symphony of Us, starting also at 9 o'clock p.m. But you just heard the announcement here for Fantasmic. They encountered a technical issue, and they're going to see if they can continue with the show. So we're going to stick around, stay tuned, and find out. But let's get back to the chat in the meantime. Boy, you guys have been on fire with the chats. So the last chat I could see is from 2103. So 3 minutes after the show started. From Sonic. About time, Nevada. LOL. Nevada Smith says, haha, at Sonic. Magic Adventures back in the chat. Welcome in, welcome back. Magic Adventures. And of course, that's spelled M-A-J-I-C. That's M-A-J-I-C. Magic Adventures also does live streams from the Walt Disney World Resort as well. Shout out to Magic Adventures. I left a link in the description box below for Magic Adventures. Once this live stream concludes, once it's over, we're not ending now, but once it does end, head over to Magic Adventures by clicking on the link in the description box below and check out Magic Adventures. Of course, like and subscribe and support your local live streamer. That's Magic Adventures, M-A-J-I-C. M-A-J-I-C Adventures. Sonic says, I was pretending to be you before and said, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nevada Smith says, I sleep all day getting up to go to work. Nevada Smith says, ha ha. By the way, welcome in, welcome back, Nevada Smith. I like it when you're back in town. Nevada Smith says, how are you, Sonic and Magic? Sonic says, well, okay then, work week, got it. Sonic says, I am good then. Sonic also says, thank you. Nevada Smith says, that made me laugh out loud, Sonic. Monique says, see it in your mind and you could find your imagination. Mysteries and magic, visions fantastic, leading to strange and wondrous dreams. Nevada Smith says, okay, this is pretty cool. Sonic, we got more booms from Luminous, the Symphony of Us over there. Monique says, hey, it looks like a jungle out there.
Good evening, and may I have your attention, please? We are pleased to announce that this performance of Fantasmic will resume shortly. Please return to your seats at this time. The lights will be dimming in just a few moments. Thank you for your patience and enjoy the rest of Fantasmic.
I am the daughter of the village chief. We are descended from voyagers who found their way across the world. They call me, and the call is enough. They're in all that's inside me. It's like the tide, always walking and rising. I will carry you here in my heart. You remind me that come what may, I know the way. I am your mind, and you can find in your imagination tales of enchantment, beauty and romance, happily ever after.
Tale as old as time, true as it can be. They're even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Certain as the sun, rising in the east. Tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, beauty and the beast.
What would I give if I could live out of these walls?
In your imagination,
Should I pay to spend a day all on the sand?
fantastic.
is thy beauty, majesty. But hold, 3 lovelier maids I see, and here, in Mickey's imagination, beauty and love will always survive.
A magic spell in the black of night, with a scream of fright, and a bolt of light. Turn my hair to white. Now I'll turn that little mouse's dream into a nightmare Fantasmic. Imagine this. Magic mirror on the wall. All the forces of evil I call.
You have the power to control.
His mind. It's so exciting. I'm happy. Tonight, let's do the job and take his spirit tonight.
Yes. Perfect. It's too late, coward. It's time to say goodbye to Mickey. Enter the game of wonder.
If I just rub it and wish.
Okay, fine. I'm cool, fine. So, Mickey's thoughts arose so low. Oh, you'll love this. One more thing.
enjoyed Fantasmic. Please exit at the rear of the amphitheater and, for everyone's safety, do not walk on top of or climb over the benches. Thank you for your cooperation and have a wonderful evening.
let's get back to the chat. The last one I could see is from 2107 from Mama Duck saying, howdy partner at Nevada Smith. The Urinator says, haha, at Disney cast crew member Monique, I like monkeys, they have tails. Nevada Smith says, howdy, howdy, howdy. Mama Duck says, hi at Magic Adventures. Monique says, Mickey Mouse, help. Whoa, he's swallowed up by the darkness. Only his eyes are visible on screen. Oh, hey, what's going on? Uh-oh, I could use a little help. Hello? Monique says, same, Yuri. Sonic says, I hear the booms from Happily Ever After. Oh no, probably Luminous, the Symphony of Us, Sonic. Monique says, really? Sonic says, yup. Monique says, interesting. Magic Adventure says, hi, Monique. Monique says, hi, Jen. Sonic says, this hedgehog got sensitive hearing. You do, Sonic. I adjusted the gimbal head there. It seems like it was, you know, a little off track. Magic Adventure says, how are you, Nevada? Mama Duck, Sonic. Nevada Smith says, I love Camp Granada by Alan Sherman. I wore out my record and I had to purchase a new one, probably. Hello, Mudda. Hello, Fada. Here I am at Camp Granada. Marge is Lisa at Camp Granada. Donna back in the chat says, splish splash. Sonic says, I am good, Jen, thanks. Monique says, Pocahontas. Sonic says, we need Miko. Monique says, there you go. Monique says, Mulan. Sonic says, LOL, okay. Heather Estes. Welcome back. Heather Estes says, how are you doing? Sonic says, hi at Heather Estes. Monique says, hi, Heather, doing good. Magic Adventure says, hello, Heather Estes. Monique says, Aladdin. Urinator says, hi at Heather Estes. Donna says, those guys are bouncing fools. Probably during Aladdin is my guess. Monique says, all you gotta do is jump. Oh, it is during Aladdin. That's what we're doing, I guess. Donna says, did Aladdin fall? No, he swung around on the rope, if you will. Sonic says, what the? Sonic says, I meant, oh, shoot, sorry. Sonic says, oh, it's Luminous. All right, not Happily Ever After. Momodek says, we're amazing at Magic Adventures. We're here with everyone and John with Fun to Be Free. How are you both? Jaylon says, hi, Heather. Shadow Black Mustang says, oh, I thought it was raining. Technical situation as well. Yeah, Shadow Black Mustang, my guess is one of the techs, T-E-C-H, techs, add an S to it, had an enable for safety, and they failed to enable it for a safety concern or a safety issue of the cast, is my guess, Shadow Black Mustang, which stopped the show. Jacob Brewer says, did Aladdin fall? I don't think he did. I think everybody's safe. Jalen says, Jacob, hi. Donna says, my favorite part is from the boat till the end. Hope they make it. Yeah, we saw it, Donna. Monique says, hi, Jacob. They're adjusting and checking. Sonic says, wow, all the umbrellas coming out due to the water barge. Angelina, I do believe Angelina might be a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. In fact, if that's true, I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you, Angelina. We go live daily 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Angelina says, there was a video I saw of a guy playing Aladdin in the show, and when he swung it, it hit the wall. Just I was watching this, and I was thinking at that moment, hope that didn't happen again. No, I think everything's fine, Angelina. I think everything's fine. Disney Baker, welcome back. Disney Baker. Hold on, the chat just jumped. Where are we in the chat? Hold on, I'm trying to find where we are in the chat. It literally fell off a cliff, as I say. I am going back in time, trying to find where we are. Here we go. Disney Baker says, Fun to Be Free. Why is it so dark? LOL. Oh, probably because, you know, the showtime was interrupted, but we're back on track. Sonic says, be careful with the mist, John. Thanks, Sonic. Magic Adventure says, yay. Hi at the Disney Baker. Monique says, phew, moving on to Elsa's. Show yourself. Moana reprise. Monique says, see it in your mind and you can find in your imagination tales of enchantment, beauty, and romance, happily ever after. Magic Adventure says, Angelina, I heard about that. How awful. Sonic saying, Monique, I guess that messed up where you were up quite a bit. Magic Adventure says, Monique, great job. Monique says, tale as old as time, true as it could be. Barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly, certain as the sun. rising in the east. And Monique says, gee, thanks, Jen, and no worries, Sonic, I got it back. Sonic says, good. Disney cast crew member Monique says, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme, Beauty and the Beast. What would I give if I could live out of these waters? In your imagination, what would I pay to spend a day warm on the sand? Magic Adventures is at Mama Duck. We're doing good. I love spending time with John and this crew. Thank you for being here, Jen. Sonic says, why am I putting the rainbows there not visible at night? So what? Monique says, bright young women, sick of swimming. Female soloist, ready to stand. Male soloist, ready to stand. Monique says, someday my prince will come. Male and female soloist, someday we'll find true love. Hello there, nice to see you. We're live on YouTube right now. Do you have your phone with you?
I don't. Well, it's in my mom's bag.
Oh, I see. I'm fun to be free on YouTube. Fun
to be free.
That's right.
Okay, wait. Am I in the video?
Oh, no.
Oh.
Monique says, tale as old as time, song as old as rhyme. Let's keep going with the chat, though. Monique says, evil queen, slave. Oh, here we got to do it right. Slave in the magic mirror. Come from the forest space. Through wind and darkness I summon thee. Speak, let me see thy face. Monique says, magic mirror famed is thy beauty, majesty. But hold, 3 lovelier maids I see and hear. In Mickey's imagination, beauty and love will always play. And Monique says, evil queen, no! Begins casting a spell over a cauldron, a magic spell in the black of night. With a scream of fright, a terrible scream is heard, and a bolt of light turned my hair to white. Ah, ha, ha, ha. And Monique says, old hag, I'll turn that little mouse's dream into a nightmare fantasmic. Imagine this, crackles, magic mirror on the wall. All the forces of evil I call. John with Fun to Be Free's voice is still a little hoarse, a little raspy, Monique. I still can't do it to its full extent. But Donna says, cauldron is back. Awesome, Donna. Monique says, magic mirror, you have the power, old hag, to control his mind. Yes, it's so exciting. I'm happy, Cruella de Vil, tonight. Let's do the job and take the spirit tonight. Scar, yes. Perfect. Yes. Monique says, it's too late, coward. Jafar, it's time to say goodbye to Mickey. Into the Cave of Wonders, Mickey Mouse. Oh, whoa, oh gosh. Look out, look out, look out, oh, whoa. And the chat just jumped. I don't know where we are in the chat. Oh, holy smokes. Where are we in the chat? It fell off a cliff again. Here, I'm trying to find where we are. Magic Adventure says, let's get John to 100 likes before the end of the show. Well, thank you, man. Thank you, Jen. Monique says, Cruella de Vil, what is this? Monique says, you said it, Mickey. He's our hero. Monique says, go for it. Christopher Chavez, Chris, back in the chat. Daniel Garcia says, stop that dragon. Monique says, we're saved victory. Antipy says, we could do it. Only 3 more likes to go. And 3, 2, 1, smash that like button. Do it now. Let's go. Monique says, Mickey did it. Donna says, love when he snakes his head and kicks his foot. Monique says, same. Sonic says, I saw some fire tornadoes while I was there on the fire in the water. Monique says, Tinkerbell, Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Nevada Simmons says, well, hot dog. Magic Adventure says, wow, this part is different. Daniel Garcia says, congratulations, Mickey. You stopped the villains. Monique says, Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse, and the pals, and his friends. Donna says, Pixie Dust time and character boat ride. Monique says, here they come. Look, look. Monique says, here in your mind, it's magic you'll find when out of the night dark forces ignite to blind you with frightening speed. You use your might to brighten the light, creating a night of wondrous deeds. Yeah, awesome. Shadow Black Mustang says, I wonder what the technical thing was. It's bound to happen on a major production like this. I think it's for a safety issue. Oh, I believe we have another live streamer in the house, Mama Duck. Disney cast crew member Monique says, there is Minnie. Hello there, nice to see you. Daniel Garcia says, thank you for joining us for Fantasmic. Have a good night. Chris says, we did it, Monique. We completed our lines from Fantasmic. Well done. Monique with big oversized red lips says, cheers. Jason Moore. Oh, Jason Moore. I do believe it's... Hey, we have a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Well, hello there, Jason Moore. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Jason Moore. But Jason Moore says, hey. Well, hello there, Jason Moore. And Monique says, hi, Jason. Jason Moore says, do you like the TV series of Young Sheldon? Monique says, sure do. Shadow Black Monster says, John, you need a bubble making one to go along with the singing. Yeah, so I could put on my own show, Shadow Black Busting. That'd be awesome. Bubblegum Popper, I do believe Bubblegum Popper is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free as well. Welcome to the channel, Bubblegum Popper. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort, Bubblegum Popper. Also says, I'm here and did I miss it? Why, I think you joined us right before, I guess. I'm looking at the time. Before the show ended, I guess. But welcome to the channel, Bubblegum Popper. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. Oh, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Magic Mike says, hello at Monique. Mama Desk says, glad you were here at Bubblegum Popper. Monique says, sure do. Shadow Black Mustang back in the chat as well. Give me just one moment here. Shadow Black Mustang says, John, you need a bubble to make him want to go along with the singing. Shadow Black Mustang. And where are we? Okay. Magic Adventure says, hi, Bubblegum Popper, how are you? Jason Moore says, hey, is Max there? Magic Adventure says, Jason Moore, the park is closed, so no. Sonic says, we got an encore with John Tasmic. Nailed it, Sonic. And for anybody that's wondering, we are backstage. We're headed to on stage, if you will. You'll see where we're going to pop out in just a few moments here. Maybe on Hollywood Blvd, maybe? Where are we in the chat, though? Or hold on, I'm looking for where we are in the chat. Oh boy, where are we in the chat? Jason Moore says, do you like Sheldon? Do you like the Big Bang Theory? Dave Averino. Dave Averino, I do believe, is a new subscriber to Fun to Be Free. Hello there, Dave Averino. I'm John with Fun to Be Free. It's nice to meet you. We go live daily, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. But Dave Averino says, hi, John. Hey. Well, hello there, Dave Averino. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining our big chat family. Monique says, hi, Dave. Mary the Move back in the chat. Mary the Move says, 101 likes. Woot, woot. Oh, thanks for the update, Mary the Move. So we hit our goal today. Awesome. Thanks for the update. Magic Adventure says, Jason, let's keep focused on this wonderful stream. NTB says, we did it. Yay. And Dave Averino says, hi, Jen and Mike. Bubblegum Popper says, I'm not new. Oh, you're not? Jason Moore says, do you like Goofy? NTB says, 102 likes. Good job, guys. Magic Adventure says, hi, Dave. Chat's rolling, jumping still. Magical Mike says, hello at Dave. Chris says, John, I think we all deserve a delicious reward since Disney cast crew member Monique completed her lines from Fantasmic. Having ice cream. Ice cream sounds awesome. Dave Averino says, so Monique, how's it going? Bubblegum Popper, I just ninja watch. Oh, Bubblegum Popper, you're a ninja watcher. I hope you enjoy what you're seeing, Bubblegum Popper. Where are you from? Disney cast crew member Monique says, been good, Dave, and you. And Disney cast crew member Monique says, certainly, Chris. We are now on Sunset Blvd. And is Tony O'Tower still with us? Hey, Tony O'Tower, paging Tony O'Tower. Look at, we're on Sunset Blvd. Look what's off in the distance. The ominous Tower Hotel. In other words, the Hollywood Tower Hotel.
We walked at least 5 miles. Easy.
We're going to slowly come back down the ground level here. Sonic says, yeah, maybe, John. We'll not keep the stream until 10:15, maybe 10. We'll see. Keep in mind, Disney's Hollywood Studios is closed. In other words, they've completed their normal operating day, and at 9 p.m. the park closed, and that's, of course, when Fantasmic started in the Hollywood Hills near Sunset Blvd, if you will. We were actually escorted backstage, and in this particular case, instead of dumping us to Hollywood Blvd, they dumped us out to Sunset Blvd. But we're rapidly approaching Hollywood Blvd, so stay tuned for that. Dave Averino says, Monique, big thumbs up. Bubblegum Popper says, Ohio, just like Drew Carey. Disney cast crew member Monique, cool. I love the neon, of course. I love the background music on Sunset Blvd. Reminiscent of a 1930s era bygone of, you know, the golden age of Hollywood, if you will. Just listen to the background music. Puts me in a good mood, that's for certain. quick, I wanted to mention, so we went live today at 6 p.m., a schedule change. It was actually pouring rain here in Central Florida today. So that's why we didn't go live today at 2 o'clock p.m., but instead we just opted for a Fantasmic showing tonight at Disney's Hollywood Studios. But we'll be live tomorrow at 2 p.m. from an unknown location, if you will. John with Fun to Be Free does things a little bit different. I search high and low on the social media for breaking news. Once I find the breaking news for the next video topic, in other words, tomorrow's video, tomorrow's live stream, if you will, we head over to the best park that's closely associated with the breaking news. So tune in and find out all the details on the breaking news tomorrow at 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. What Sonic back in the chat says, Fantasmic. Thank you, Sonic. William Borstein back in the chat says California. Oh, William Borstein from California. I may have said this before, William Borstein, I think when you're in the chat. But John with Fun to Be Free is actually from Southern California, from Anaheim. I actually used to work at the Disneyland Resort in California, William Borstein. I actually drove the Main Street Electrical Parade floats, and I also drove the barges in Fantasmic over at Disneyland. I also worked backstage on the Fantasmic show and various other parades and show support as well. But Bubblegum Popper says, are you gonna stream Not So Scary? If we could, obtain tickets, if you will, Bubblegum Popper, that'd be great. What a great opportunity that would be. Magical Mike says, hydrate. Thank you for the advice, Magical Mike. Magic Adventures Jen says, Bubblegum Popper, I don't think Scary Mary is going on here. But Bubblegum Popper, I'm thinking that you were talking about the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. That's what I'm thinking. So if we could obtain tickets, then yes. But tickets sometimes are a little challenging to come across sometimes. Sonic says, welcome, John. Disney cast crew member Monique says, from the big screen to the little screen, pull out the red carpet, making memories. Look at the birdie cheese, camera clicks. We're celebrities, yay. Hooray. Exactly, Monique. Hooray for Hollywood. Or is it in this case, hooray for Disney World. Ba 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 Disney World. Hey, Randy earlier and Chris, you were talking about the, in Florida Mark, I think, talking about the U.S. mail. Here's the post box, the U.S. mail, the United States Postal Service box, where you could actually mail your actual letters through the real U.S. mail here on Hollywood Boulevard at Hollywood Studios. I'll show you a better location. Let me come back down to Hollywood Boulevard, ground level, street level, and show you. It's just outside of Mickey's of Hollywood. So if I pause here, slowly turn the camera, pan it, you could see there's another entrance here of Mickey's of Hollywood. And the guest entrance for Disney's Hollywood Studios is just up ahead, just there. So again, there's an actual mailbox here on Hollywood Boulevard here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Sonic says, hi, Bubblegum Popper. Sorry, I didn't say hi to you. Bubblegum Popper says, I am. Sonic says, how are you? Scary Mary TV says, I'm here. Bubblegum Popper says, hey, at Sonic. Sonic says, how are you? Chris says, I'll be in the chat tomorrow and see what park he'll be streaming from next. Thank you, Chris. Sonic says, John will wrap up in a few moments. Do you know my routine, Sonic? Do you know him? Does he call you at home? Monique says, awesome. Lamons Gray, you're back. Lamons Gray says, John, I'm fun to be free. Thanks for another great live stream. Oh, thank you for saying that, Lamons Gray. Bubblegum Popper says, do you like meeting the characters? I do, Bubblegum Popper. Magic Adventure says, Scary Mary, hi. Monique says, hi, Gray. Disney cast crew member Monique says, hey, Mary. Lamons Gray says, hi at Disney cast crew member Monique. Monique says, I sure do, Bubblegum. All right, looks like we're wrapping it up here. We're coming to the end, if you will. Scary Mary TV says, at Magical Adventures. I'll flip the camera, don't get seasick. Oh, hello there. John with Fun to Be Free coming to you live from Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can see Hollywood Boulevard behind me. So real quick, I want to say shout out to Scary Mary TV. So Neri and Benny do an awesome job from their vlogs from the Walt Disney World Resort. Once this live stream concludes in just a few moments, go check out Scary Mary TV on YouTube. I left a link in the description box below. show. So like and subscribe to Scary Mary TV. But again, I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers. Thanks for watching. We'll be live tomorrow, 2 p.m. from the Walt Disney World Resort. Where? Tune in and find out. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed tonight's showing of Fantasmic. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.